The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
If I had $1 million,
if I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you a house.
I would buy you a house.
And if I had $1 million,
if I had $1 million,
buy you furniture for your house.
Maybe a nice Chesterfield or an ottoman.
And if I had $1 million,
if I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you a K car,
a nice Reliant automobile.
And if I had $1 million, I'd buy your love. If I had $1 million,
I'd build a tree fort in our yard.
If I had $1 million,
you could help, it wouldn't be that hard.
if I had $1 million,
Maybe we could put like a little tiny fridge in there somewhere.
well, we could just go up there and hang out.
Like open the fridge and stuff, and there'll always be foods laid out for us with little pre-wrapped sausages and things. They have pre-wrapped sausages, but they don't have pre-wrapped bacon.
Well, can you blame them?
Oh yeah.
If I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you a fur coat.
but not a real fur coat, that's cruel.
And if I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you an exotic pet.
yep, like a llama or an emu.
And if I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you John Merrick's remains.
ooh, all them crazy elephant bones.
And if I had $1 million, I'd buy your love. If I had $1 million,
We wouldn't have to walk to the store.
if I had $1 million,
Now we'd take a limousine 'cause it costs more.
if I had $1 million,
We wouldn't have to eat Kraft dinner.
but we would eat Kraft dinner
Of course we would. We just eat more.
and buy really expensive ketchups with it.
That's right. All the fanciest Dijon ketchup.
If I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you a green dress.
but not a real green dress, that's cruel.
And if I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you some art.
a Picasso or a Garfunkel.
If I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you a monkey.
haven't you always wanted a monkey?
If I had $1 million, I'd buy your love. If I had $1 million,
Here we go. Here we go. $1 million.
if I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
if I had $1 million,
I'd be rich.
Good evening, dear listener. This is the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee. Catherine Boyle is there.
Word.
Catherine, do you know the name of that band?
Yes, I do.
Who was it?
It was the Bare Naked Ladies.
Right, and do you know why I'm playing the Bare Naked Ladies? Just...
Is it 100 years since women were allowed to strip off?
It's 100 years of people enjoying that soft, easy Canadian... No, I tell you why, because our first and only guest this evening, let's not make it sound like we've got a cavalcade of guests.
We only need one.
When they're this good, we only need one.
She's a corker.
Our first guest was rude to the bare naked ladies.
What?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome all the way from Coronation Street? It's only Jenny McAlpine. Evening, Jenny.
Hello, I've been so excited for a catch-up with you, even if it is just across the live radio.
It's so nice to talk to you. Let's say this. You were my favourite out of all of those arseholes. I'm joking. But you have you recovered yet from it?
No, not at all. And do you know what I did? Right, yesterday, do you keep having these days where I kept thinking about it yesterday in a really weird way. Do you have those days?
In what way weird? Because I think I do.
Just kind of, just that it just comes to you. And a bit like, I have likened it to childbirth before, the whole kind of experience.
Yeah.
And it's a bit like childbirth comes back to you when you least expect it.
Do you know what?
And you're just like in the supermarket, it just hits you.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, I did that.
It's funny you say that, because I met up with Shappy last week for coffee. She's going to come on at some point. And I love Shappy. And we both agreed. For those who don't know, by the way, Jenny was in the jungle with me. Sorry, we just started this random talk. We picked up a conversation.
And then I'll tell the bare naked ladies.
Yeah, do, because I love that. But Shappy and I both agreed that the whole experience was traumatic. There was a certain amount of trauma to it, and I keep having flashbacks to it, and just remembering bits and feeling bits, and I don't quite feel normal yet.
No, and I'll tell you the other thing I keep doing, right, and it's really driving Chris, my husband, mad.
Yeah.
So I keep saying to him, what, did they show this bit? I did this one. I did this, I cooked an English breakfast. Did they show that? He says, Jenny, will you watch it? And then you'll know what bits they showed, which feels really weird. And it feels so strange to watch, but I've got to tell you, I've already told you this, but I'm going to tell you again. I watched your trial. I said, I don't want to watch anybody else's, but I don't want to watch my own, but I'll watch other people.
Yeah, of course.
So I watched your trial on that flipping rocket.
That balsa wood rocket that creaked every time you moved on it, 100 feet in the air.
God, you were a proper superhero. Your boys were so proud of you. I was just like, oh, God. It's so hard. When you come back and describe, when anyone comes back into the camp and kind of describes it, that's one thing. Like describing anything in life to someone, you have to be there. But the fact I watched you on the telly, I was like, wow. I knew it was tough from the way you described it, but oh my God.
Wasn't it horrendous?
Incredible.
My boys didn't think I was going to do it, and when I was stood on that thing going to jump, and they apparently they were watching it on the computer in the kitchen, and they were saying, no, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. And then when I did it, they started jumping around the kitchen, and
they did.
I was so surprised how when people would come back and say what had happened, everyone would just go, all right, well done. Anyway, and then just everyone seemed really unimpressed every time.
They did, because it's so hard to describe what you've been through, isn't it? I mean, let me tell you as well about my boy. Obviously, he's only 3, Albert.
Yeah.
When I didn't really tell him much and didn't really know him on the telly that much, but I said, I'm going to work. I don't know if I've already told you. I'm going to work, and I'm going to work in another country. I'm going on an aeroplane, and you and Daddy are going to come and join me.
Yeah.
And I might meet a crocodile when I'm there. He's looking at me thinking, what? I said, so I've just got you this stuffed crocodile. And then as I was saying it, I thought, why am I saying this? And then he looked at me, kind of got a bit upset. But why? Why are you going to meet a crocodile, Mummy? And I'm yet to show him, because then I must show him our trial that me and you did together. Yeah. Where we had to put our heads in boxes, and we had to lick. We had to unscrew plastic dollar bills with our tongues. Yeah, and naive me did not think that it was going to be in any way. I didn't know that Ant and Dec would be able to get so many double entendres out of that. Every time. Jenny, by the way, say hello to Catherine.
Hiya, Jenny.
Because Catherine,
Catherine.
She watched it all and she loved it. But Jenny was quite, would quite often, well, a few times would come back. You're prudish, right? But would come back after a trial, kind of looking as though she'd sort of, just had someone shouting at her for a couple of hours. And we go, what happened? She go, well, they were terribly rude. They were making filthy double entendres all the time.
That paintbrush task, Jenny, flipping, eh?
That was honestly, Catherine, I can't even. I was outraged. I mean, they chose the worst. Like they did it on purpose. And those challenges, unlike the trials where the public choose you, the producers choose you for those challenges, so they know exactly what they're doing.
Of course they do.
Jane, who'll make endless jokes about my jugs, and me, who just blushes so easily. It was just.
But you were so. You were very dignified straddling that brush. I mean, it was. You were trying your best.
It was. It was the whole thing was. What was the title of it? It was something outrageous.
So have you sat down and watched all of it? Because I've watched most of the trials. I've yet to watch the Dingo Dollar, and I've not seen the one we did in the photo booth. But I've kind of watched most of the trials I did.
I haven't seen that one. I've not seen. Like I say, I feel like I'm watching other people's, and I watched the very first one. Chris is. I'm keep trying to watch it. Chris is quite thinks I should watch it in order from start to finish. But that'll take us forever.
Yeah.
And then I want to show Albert. I want to sit down with Albert and show him. And I want to watch it live with Albert, the one...
Yeah.
I don't want to have watched it before, so I want to show him some of my trials. So I've got to kind of get round to it.
You don't want to see it at all, do you, Iain?
I don't want to see the soap opera. I don't need to see the soap opera, because they showed me a couple of bits when I came out, and it just made me think badly of people that I liked, and I thought, I don't really want to see... Because I know what it was like in that camp, and it was mainly boring. Yeah. It was mainly really boring.
It was so mainly boring. But let me tell you as well, I've just been watching Celebrity Big Brother.
We've been watching it as well. I know, it's great.
Oh, my God, did we not do the right reality TV show? I said it made me more nervous watching tonight's Celebrity Big Brother than it did doing the whole series of I'm a Celebrity.
Yeah.
And I was there.
No, we did. Big Brother. I mean, Big Brother's a freak show, and I know that they've kind of got this pretense of it being Year of the Women and stuff. But they, they want fights and they want people to get drunk and stuff.
But I think the fact that it's indoors as well.
Yeah.
That is. I know they've got a little garden, but because it really felt like we were outdoors, and it does feel like the jungle, even though it's kind of a set that Ant and Dec are only round the corner. But when you're there, you're in the jungle. But in that house, oh gosh, no! I think we made the right.
I think there's. We should start a survivors group for people who've been on this, because I've been doing the same thing tonight with Kath. I was saying, did they show the bit when just before Ant and Dec came in, where Stanley told us he was nearly sexually abused on a mountain in Afghanistan? And they did, and it's just little things keep popping back, and I go, oh, and did they show this? And it's weird that the throwaway lines that they picked up on and made into things like Amir mishearing one of the trials, thinking the Temple of Gloom was the Temple of Glue. Now, that was a little something that lasted 30 seconds.
The best thing I've ever.
But they made it into a kind of a meme, I guess we'd call it these days.
But I've seen that clip, and it is brilliant. And let me can I just tell you another clip I've seen? That
go on.
Amir,
go on.
Which is, Chris said you've got to watch this bit, because someone had messaged me and said there was a bit where Amir didn't know where when his child's birthday was.
Yeah.
Like within 6 months, he didn't know, sort of. So Chris said you've got to watch it, and it's your face, Jenny. Well, I didn't see my face, because I was asking him.
Yeah.
So when's your child's birthday? And he said, well, I think it's kind of summer. Yeah, it's June. But what I was actually doing while I was asking him was swapping bras. Which you do, because you forget, and you feel like you're at home.
Yeah.
So,
you put your drawers on the throne, so, I mean, this precedent was set early, wasn't it?
I did. It was all about I didn't think... I didn't think my underwear would be so heavily featured in that programme, but it was.
Tell us the Bare Naked Ladies stories, because we love the Bare Naked Ladies on this show, and they come on from time to time, and you told me such a wonderful story about them.
I know you're a big fan.
Yes.
You were telling me you were a big fan, and I said, I've only had one experience with the Bare Naked Ladies, and it was this. Me and Graham Hawley, who played John Stape in Coronation Street.
He was the murderous, fraudulent teacher.
He was,
yes,
indeed,
just
exactly
to fill in the
that.
blank. Sorry to be so mean about him.
No, he was, you're right. I was stupid enough to marry him, but he was that. He was all those things. We were on a flight to Canada where we were going to do sort of a question and answer tour of Western Canada. Meet Fizz and John and ask them questions. And by the way, the kind of questions they ask are things that, when they're only going to meet you once in your life, these Canadian fans. And they've paid quite a lot of money to listen, to come and watch your show. They put their hand up and they ask you questions like, Jenny, what's HP sauce?
Oh, that's brilliant.
So anyway, on the flight to Canada, and the air assistant, the steward or stewardess,
yes,
cabin flight attendant, came up to me and said, Jenny, the Bare Naked Ladies are in the front of the plane. They're a big fan. I think particularly one of their mums is a big fan of the show, of Corrie, and would you like to say hello to them? I said, we can't say hello to the Bare Naked Ladies, Graham. We can't be. We're supposed to be upholding, citizens of Coronation Street. I said, no, I really don't think so. Because obviously I thought, because I'm really sorry that I'd never heard of the Bare Naked Ladies, that it was a group of strippers.
Well, they kind of are.
Well, they kind of are. So I said no and I declined it. But apparently he can't remember, and that's fine. And that's good with me. And
I sent them your apologies, and they went, we don't remember it, but thank you very much indeed. Are you glad you did the jungle?
Yeah. You know what? Overall, I had even though don't feel kind of back to normal yet, I had the best time. I didn't expect, I really feel like that group of people that I would never have put myself. Yeah. I don't really do. This is late for me. 10:15 on a Friday night. I'm in my house. And I like my own things around me. Yeah. And I don't really go out of my comfort zone very often. And even in terms of meeting people, I just keep to my own group of friends, and that's all right for me. Yeah. And so to put myself with people that I think, I don't think I'd like you, and I don't think we've got anything in common, and, no, I really think I'll disagree with everything that you say, which actually some of them I did, but I still got on with them, and I'm incredibly fond of Stanley. Yeah. Even though, politically, everything he basically says and thinks, I totally disagree with. Yeah. But I adore him, and so many others, and then meeting proper people that I feel like will be mates. Including you. I'm not just saying that because I'm live on your radio show.
Jenny, please.
Although it'd be awkward if I said anything else, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
So yes, she did say, when this is over, can you just lose my number?
Can you stop messaging me on WhatsApp, please?
Yeah, I phoned you on a withhold number. I shop. Don't pass it on, Kath.
But everyone, all of you were saying, because you were you're fair, and so you were constantly hiding from the sun.
Oh, I'd be the same.
Yeah,
oh
and
my God.
You were saying that all of your friends in Corrie, and all your friends outside of Corrie, couldn't believe that you would be doing it because you burn like that, and so you were constantly. If she fell asleep on a hammock before she fell asleep, having a doze, say, "If you see the sun on me, can you just wake me up?"
You don't understand what it's like, right? I'm pasty as well, and you grow up with a fear of burning, like nobody's business, and so you can't relax in it. Like my friends used to all sit out on sunbeds, and I'd do 5 minutes and start to get a bit hot and go, right, I'm just going to go and sit under there with my book now, if you don't mind, because I dare.
You can't. You can't relax. I got a blister on my shoulder when I was about 6 when we were in Minorca.
Yeah.
And then I had to play the conga. And someone put their hand on my shoulder.
This sounds like such a Coronation Street story.
Stop it. It's a Lancashire thing.
And someone put their hand on your blistered shoulder?
Oh, yeah.
My blistered shoulder and burst the blister. So that gave me, my kind of fear of the sun.
Oh, mate.
And I had to, it's better now, but when I was a kid and you went abroad, you had to wear a T-shirt. They didn't have these all-in-one, UV protected swimsuits. So I'd wear, like my dad's T-shirt in the swimming pool and covered in sun cream that doesn't really rub in properly. It's just, lard on your skin.
Dead thick.
So it's moved on a lot.
But also...
that was serious.
Yeah.
That was I was genuinely... all my friends, and I always joked, and even because people mentioned it to me when I knew I was doing the jungle, and I wasn't allowed to tell anyone, and they said, would you do it? I'd say, no, I can't because of my skin, and then they would totally accept that. Oh, no, you can't, of course you can't. And when I met the producers, I said, right, this is really nice of you, but I won't be doing it, and let me tell you why. Because I'll burn. And they said, we provide SPF of the highest quality, Jenny, and we don't let you get burned. I said, oh, okay. Well, I haven't got any other excuse. So.
Well, as a fellow pasty girl, I think that it pays dividends in the end because we won't end up as wrinkly as everyone else.
That's true, isn't it?
I tell you the weirdest thing for me, the weirdest after effect is I get, kids coming up to me now in the street for selfies. And the day I got back, because I went off to New Zealand for a few days when you all went home, I came back on the Sunday, and on the Monday I took my boys to see Mr. Tumble at the Reading Hexagon in Peter Pan. And we got there, and it's kind of my first time I'd sort of been out since being in Australia. And as we walked up the stairs, me and my two boys, and this kid just turned round, about 10, and he turned around and he went, oh, my God, it's Iain. And I sort of looked up and went, all right, mate. And then... The teachers told me there were 190 kids in that party. They all turned around and started screaming and getting their phones out for selfies. And I panicked a bit because I had my boys and I could see they were feeling uncomfortable. Yeah. So I said, guys, I tell you what, listen, we can't do it now. Come and grab me in the interval and we'll do some selfies. Thinking I'll get, 5 or 10 kids. 190 children queued up in the interval for selfies, and it's the strangest thing. It's the strange. You must get that anyway with Corrie, but you might, kids kind of recognising you.
No, but it's gone. It's gone to another level.
Has it?
Exactly that. It's kids, because my average audience before this was about age-wise 78.
Right.
That was
yes.
about average.
Yes.
78-year-old women love Fizz and Tyrone.
Yeah.
So anyone under that age wasn't really on my radar. Kids, loads of young kids, and they call me, oh, are you Jenny from the Jungle?
Yeah.
I say, yes, I'm Jenny from the Jungle.
And it's wonderful, isn't it? I've never appealed to kids before, and I love it.
Yeah, it's just, and that's what I do love about that show, and I feel, and I'm so chuffed that, compared to that kind of sit round your telly Saturday night with the family, and it's kind of, I'm going to say it's what Corrie's like, but maybe not tonight because, there's been...
Oh, Corrie was grim tonight. Oh, it was grim. What is wrong with that? Who writes that stuff? They need a good talking to.
There was a bit of comedy in the middle, though. Toya had a vegan society friends round. So,
I love
we
Corrie.
did a bit of light and shade.
I love Corrie so much. I'm glad I did the Jungle. I mean, it has paid off. The punt paid off in that I got the check. This will be on. There's not a beat around the bush. There's a big check in it. But the thing is, we've got more people phoning the radio show, and my kids loved it. My kids had never really seen me on telly because that kind of ended years ago, and they loved it. And they've made their own little I'm a Celebrity game that they filmed and they showed it to me and they loved it. So all in all, it's weird, it's surreal. It's not I've not kind of processed everything that happened, but I'm glad I did it. I don't think you ever will. I don't think you ever can process it, and it's really hard to. It's really hard, and it's almost like we had our own kind of thing, and then now everyone's asking us about it, and it feels a bit. It feels very strange. It feels like a million years ago, and then
just yesterday.
And I tell you it was funny as well, because it was so boring for the most part.
Yeah.
You wanted to go out and do a trial because you got out to meet people. It was boring. We all smelt. We were all damp, and yet the bits I've seen, you're right. It's one of the slickest light entertainment shows on television, and you watch it, and it's this wonderfully smooth thing. And I tell you, the two things that my kids have taken away from it are. The first one is when we were in Nando's. The kids came in and did the show with me the other night, and we went to Nando's, and Kath was there. And very loudly, at the most inopportune moments, my youngest, the 5-year-old, who's the most thrilled, will go, "Yes, and Daddy, don't forget you ate a pig's vagina on I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here," really loudly. And he makes me watch that again and again. And I didn't know what bits they'd left in and what they kept out, but he did turn to me afterwards and said, "Daddy, what's a fanny?" Because
no.
And then there was another bit. He was playing Xbox, and he did something wrong, and he started going, "Oh, Jesus! I said, "Whoa, boy, where did you get that from?" "Oh, from that trial where you were getting electric shocks, Daddy. You kept saying Jesus." I said, "Well, let's discuss this. That's not really appropriate." Hey, Jenny, listen, tell me about because we want to come up to Annie's at some point. Tell me about Annie's.
Hey, listen, as well, yes, well, that's our restaurant. And let me just tell you, me and my other half, my husband, Chris, so he's the brains of the outfit, to be honest.
Okay.
Everyone says, "How do you do it, Jenny? You're so marvellous. You're in Coronation Street. You've gone on I'm a Celebrity. You've run this restaurant, and how do you do it?" To be honest, me and Chris make a pretty good team together doing it, and we've got a brilliant team down there. Yeah, it's our restaurant. We it's 5 years open now, and you said you might. So I don't know how this would work. How would you work coming and doing a show?
This is what all we'd need. I mean, it will be at night time though. You're not open at night time, are you?
That's the trouble, because we kind of close at night time. So when you're on,
right,
kind of the kitchen closes just about when you start.
Unbelievable. This is broken Britain. This is Brexit.
It's not right. I agree.
Well, what we do, because we come up to Manchester a couple of times a year to do this and do other stuff. So what we might do then is we might find a listener's house that we can do the radio show from.
Nice.
But then come in and record. I don't know, maybe record like an hour at lunchtime in Annie's.
I'll tell you what you could record now, and I'll tell you what we could do if you were in the listener's house. We could feed you, and we could bring you food. And we could do that.
Well, this is happening. Then this is not even bullshit. This is happening. And where is Annie's? It's in Manchester. Where in Manchester, so that people can come and have it?
Off St Anne's Square.
Yeah.
Hence being called Annie, not because of little orphan Annie, although I know I have a resemblance to her. Annie's off St Anne's Square in the big Royal Exchange building by the Royal Exchange Theatre. A bit of a lovely part of Manchester. Yeah.
Oh, we love Manchester.
So we do afternoon tea. That's our kind of, like I said to you about our, I hope I'm being complimentary about our customers here, but like I said to you about my average age viewer being 78, this is because this is I'm in on a Friday night. If I wasn't talking to you, Ian, I'd probably be in bed.
Can I ask you a personal question, Jenny? Will you be poisoning any of the customers like you did to a bit they didn't show on TV when you and Jamie poisoned everybody?
What?
They didn't show that.
When did it? Oh, don't say that, because I've just been booked on Lorraine Kelly to do a cooking series.
Don't eat it, Lorraine. Don't eat it. When you cook that crab stuff and you put literally a tin and a half of cooking oil in, and we were eating the cooking oil thinking it was sauce, and we all got stomach cramps and were puking up.
It was very rich. No, but I think
it was very rich.
Hang on a minute. That was more about your constitution.
Yeah, don't blame your guts on her.
It was me. It was Amir. It was Toff.
Stubbornness. This was the trouble.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Dennis. Anyway, all right. Listen, I'm going to let you go, Jenny, because I think Big Brother's about to start again. I think they're about to.
Oh no, right? We need to see it. It's all going to kick off.
Yeah, they're about to let some more people in, I think.
Oh no, and I just need Amanda Barry to be gorgeous.
Oh, isn't she?
She's so good.
I love her so much.
She'll keep being gorgeous, won't she? Looks like, I'll tell you now, I will say this to you, I'm going to tell you this, Ian, very quickly.
Go on.
As soon as I saw you come in there with Kaz, because it was great when you two came in, because it was like I was a viewer for a minute. I was like watching I'm a Celebrity. And I saw you, and I thought, oh, he could win it.
Oh, no, you didn't think that, did you?
Yeah.
And then I told you all looked very tired.
Well, it made me laugh.
Yeah.
It made me laugh. And then, to be honest, I think that might have been what clinched it. And I've just seen John Barnes on Big Brother, and I thought exactly the same. I thought, oh, he could win it.
So that means he'll come third. I tell you what, I only got starstruck with two of the people that were in the jungle. One of them was you, and the other one was Shappy, because I'm a big fan of Shappy's. Yeah. And when I saw you two, I was like, oh, it's two of my favourites. And genuinely, there was a lovely moment where we had this horrible task where we were in a taxi having crap poured on us.
Oh my God!
And it was insane because Amir was screaming like a girl, and I
need to watch that one.
Oh man, it was funny. And I just leant over to you and I said, just by the way, Jenny, my mum will be so thrilled that I'm sat in this cab with you, and she was. She loved it.
Was it?
Same task. I loved the bit where you said to her, next time should we leave the kids at home?
Yeah. Right, Jenny, Big Brother is. I can see it's starting now.
This is such a thrill. You've got two new listeners to your radio show. Me and Chris. Chris does get obsessed with things, so he will listen.
Oh, listen! Final thing. Chris was so sweet, and Chris really looked after my sister out there. And then the bit when everyone, all the relatives, came into the jungle, it was so nice to meet Chris. And he gave me a hug, and he whispered in my ear, "You're doing really well. Keep going." And I thought that was just that moment of kindness.
Yeah, and actually, I wanted to take the opportunity as Ian's mate to say thank you for looking after him, because I know he really appreciated you.
She did.
Oh, well, listen. He looked after me too. Oh, we'll have to. Next time we'll play Adamant.
Yes, we will. Next time we will play Adamant. Jenny, I love you so much. Lots of love to Chris and Albert, and I'll speak to you soon.
Bye, Jenny.
Loads of love.
Ta-ta. Bye-bye. There we go. That's Jenny McAlpine.
Oh, I like her.
Isn't she adorable? Honestly, she was. She helped me so much. I know we've missed all the breaks. Tough luck, guys. Tough luck, advertisers. She did look after me so much in what at times became quite a toxic atmosphere. And her and Shappy and probably Kez are the ones I'm going to keep in touch with. Although I think I'm on GMTV with Amir on Monday, which would be nice. Which would be nice to see Amir. Let's crack on, shall we, dear listener? We've got some calls lined up already. You're welcome to join in. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Love Jenny. We'll get Shappy on soon. Shappy's going to come in maybe next week, the week after. Why have I written down police? I write little notes of things to talk about. Why have I written down police? I've just jotted down police. I obviously wrote that down this evening. Police. What could that be? If anyone's got any ideas why I've jotted down, I've not had a run-in with the police today. I don't know.
Nothing to do with Sting?
No, not the pop group Police, no.
Oh, I know why.
Go on. You're going to have to say it out loud, not getting the psychic.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? That they don't want us to talk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, you know, well, let's leave a little gap between.
Yeah,
we'll do that after 11, yeah.
That's why I'm
let's go to Ryan. Good evening, Ryan.
Evening.
Evening, Ryan. What you got for us?
I'd like to say it's quite serious. Yesterday, I went to the doctors, and I knew there was something mentally up.
Yes.
And I was diagnosed with severe anxiety.
Uh-oh.
And referred to counselling.
How... funnily enough, I was doing an interview for a documentary on Channel 5 about mental health and depression. And I was asked when was I first told I had it. And I can't really remember being told I had clinical depression, but I do remember being quite relieved that there was a name for what I had. How did you feel, Ryan?
Same.
You felt you felt relieved?
Mm.
Good. What it means is you now know what you're dealing with, and you can start finding the tools that will help with it.
Mm.
It's a positive thing to have made that step.
Yes, yes, you're right.
So what do you think you're going to do? Has your doctor kind of made some suggestions of what might be helpful?
he referred me to counselling.
Okay. And how you feel about that?
I'm hopeful.
Yeah. Good. It might take a while to get anywhere.
Yeah, the waiting lists are very long at the minute.
The waiting lists are long. It might take a while before you kind of feel any different, and it might take a couple of different counsellors to kind of click with them. But well done for going to the doctor and being honest and sharing all that stuff, man.
I've been given counselling at my college as well.
Yeah.
So that's good. And I really wanted to call because I knew something was up. And when you were at the jungle, you were so open about your mental health problems in the past. And it's kind of what really pushed me to actually get it checked out.
Well, nice one, Ryan. Thank you for sharing that, because that really means a lot to hear your story. So I appreciate that. And if it ever gets too bad, there's always the Samaritans. If you need it, like a quick little, it's like putting it's like putting a plaster over a broken arm, but it can get you a little bit of relief. 116 123 is the number for the Samaritans.
Yeah,
and it's free, and you can give them a fake name. You can, you tell them what you want. You can hang up if you feel nervous halfway through it as well. They won't mind, So just bear in mind that there are other things out there that could possibly be helpful.
Yeah, I've called the Samaritans a few times in the past.
Oh, brilliant. Well, then there you go then. The first one is the toughest one, and once you've done it, it's easier to do it again and again. Hey, nice one, Ryan. Thanks so much for sharing that. I really wish you the best of luck, man. I've got positive. I'm feeling positive about you. I think things are going to work out well.
Thank you.
Nice one, man. Take care, Ryan.
I will.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Bye. So I cut him off too early. Cut him off. Loads of people getting in touch saying that kind of stuff. So I just did this interview for this Channel 5 documentary, and they've interviewed celebrities with mental health. Trisha's on it. Trisha's going to be on it. I like Trisha. And she had a really big breakdown a few years ago, and they were talking about what was it like when you were told you had depression. And I can't remember when it was, but I remember crying, but then feeling relieved that now we had a thing. There was something we could work towards, defeating or overcoming or surviving or whatever it is, whatever word you want to use.
You know your enemy, don't you?
Know thy enemy. Know thy enemy. Why don't we say thy enemy? What does thy mean?
Well, thy, like vous and tu in French. You've got like the polite version of you and the informal version of you. Well, thou was the informal version of you.
Okay.
We don't need it.
I didn't mention thou, I said thy.
Well, thou and thy are the same.
No, they're not. They're very, very different. One is...
thy means yours.
Yep.
Informal.
Okay.
And thou means you, informal.
My informal what? I don't think I've got any informals anymore.
I think I've got anything formal left,
I've just got formals.
No.
I've just got formals. Let's go to James. Good evening, James.
Hello, Ian. How you doing?
I'm a bit windy, Pops, actually, because we had a nice little takeaway. We knocked the Deliveroo on the head, and instead we went for the Uber Eats. And because they give you a different choice of restaurant. I'll be honest, the Uber Eats is a little bit more down market because it just kept offering me loads of McDonald's, which you don't get with Deliveroo. But we found a nice little burger place that wasn't a Mackie D's, and I had these lovely boneless chicken wings.
Very sticky.
Oh, yeah. And so I've just got a bit of indigestion, but it comes from a good place.
Good. Right, I need to ask you something.
James is interested. Yes.
No, it was a bit boring, but never mind.
Let's see how this question goes then, shall we, buddy? I've got a feeling it might be a stinker, but let's hear it.
Okay, right. There's an advert currently on your radio station, Talk Sport, I think Talk Radio.
Okay, well, hang on a minute. We can't really talk about the adverts.
No, hear me out.
No. If you're going to talk about the adverts, we can't really talk about the adverts.
All right, I'm not going to talk about the advert. All I'm going to say is...
I bet you're going to talk about the advert, having started your sentence. There's an advert.
You're wrong. I'm not. All I'm going to say to you is the particular advert...
There you go. Hang on a minute. You're talking about the advert. You've just said... I'm not going to talk about the advert, but this particular advert, well, guess what? That beginning to a sentence indicates that a significant portion of the following words are going to be about that particular advert, which I've just told you, James, we're not allowed to talk about.
Right, OK, I'll rephrase the question. You and Kat are moonlighting...
Who is Kat?
Kat, sorry. Kat, sorry.
All I'll say is don't be so rude when you first come on and you won't get such a strict treatment. But continue, Evu, if you play.
Right, okay, you're doing voiceover work, okay, because there is...
You're going to talk about an advert again. What am I saying that you are not understanding? We are not allowed to talk about an advert.
Well, I'm not mentioning the name of the advert.
No, but you are. It's like saying, it's like if you wanted to phone up to slag off Tesco, right? And I said, well, you can't name the supermarket, and you said, okay, well, it's the biggest supermarket in Britain, and it rhymes with Wesco. We'd know that you were talking about Tesco. So you're about to describe an advert that we will know what it is, which we are not allowed to do.
Right, I'll rephrase it. I heard you...
Thanks for calling. What? What?
Anyway, preempting what you're going to say. No, it wasn't.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you can listen to Talk Radio on DAB by downloading the Talk Radio app, and also by listening online at talkradio.co.uk. Let's go to Alan Caddick. He's asleep. Alan's asleep. Hey. Alan?
I'm here.
Hey!
Oh, I'll tell you what, boss. Hearing Jenny on the phone is absolutely brilliant.
Isn't she wonderful?
And she's one of my favourite characters in Coronation Street.
Oh, she's one of my favourite human beings on this planet, and that's not even an exaggeration. Here's my prediction. At some point in the not-too-distant future, she's going to be a dame. I guarantee she's going to be a dame.
Oh, let's hope so.
It's going to happen, man, because she's not only is she a brilliant actor, she's also a beautiful human being, and I mean that in the purest sense. She's adorable.
I didn't know she owned a restaurant.
Yeah, she does. Annie's up in Manchester. Everyone go there. I'm going.
You going to take Kath and the boys?
Yes, I will do that.
That's good. Start of the weekend.
Sorry?
It's the start of the weekend.
Yes, it is. Right, there we go. I forgot. It's Alan's daily update.
And if you're into your football, it's a big weekend because it's the FA Cup third round.
Oh, I couldn't give a stuff.
Well, neither can I about football.
Well, then why are you telling me about football, then?
For the people who can give...
Take that dick football out of your mouth, boy. I can't understand you tonight.
For people who do understand football.
Right, well, they can go... There's 2.5 whole radio stations for people who love football. Let's not bring it over here.
I'm a local radio as well.
Yeah, exactly. That was the local radio was the half I was including. But there's loads of places for football fans. Let's not dirty our waters here.
Anyway, I'll tell you who's been dirtying their water. President T. With that book.
What is he talking about?
I think he's referring to that book, Fire and Fury.
Oh, have you read it, Alan? The book about Trump? You read it?
Not yet. I'm going to get it on my Kindle.
Well, I'll tell you what. Hang on. I've got a copy. You can have it for 85 quid.
Put it on my phone bill and I'll get it.
Yeah, I'll put it on your phone bill. That's how we buy books, is by putting it on a phone bill. Hello? He's gone. There we go.
I was going to say, the Kindle, the Kindle version is just as expensive as the hardback.
Yeah, I know. I don't get that, right? Because I've been tempted. I don't like Kindles and stuff like that. But if people are reading, then it's brilliant, fine. And sometimes I thought, well, I would like to carry 100 books with me, but but the Kindle books, the e-books, the E stands for expensive. They are the same price as the hardback.
Makes
book.
no sense.
And you're thinking, but I'm not getting a physical thing. I can't then pass it on to someone else. And also, the costs are much smaller because there's no printing costs. I don't understand that. And until you can walk into a charity shop and get e-books put on your e-reader for 50 pence a time, second-hand ones, then I don't get the point of it.
Is it the publishers just doing their best to not give books any competition?
Who's that man? Is that Michael Jackson from the Bad video?
That is...
He's wearing the same jacket.
Genuine.
I don't know who Genuine is.
A rapper.
Okie dokie.
I think.
He's the token American, is he?
Yeah.
Good for him. Let's go to Sandy. Good evening, Sandy.
Hey, Ian, how's it going?
It's going very well, Sandy. A slightly different tone to tonight's show. Less farting tonight. I hope. Well, less that we're discussing. It's still going on. I hope we've managed to keep your interest, Sandy.
Do you know that firstly, I never listened until last night.
I know.
I had a little think about your I Am the Walrus, and I've decided that you were wrong. It's actually more like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, go on.
It makes no sense at all, but it is the most outstanding song of all time.
I disagree about that song, but I'm not going to argue with you on it, and I take that as a great compliment, Sandy. So thank you very much. Didn't they do something like 78 vocal tracks on that song? I'm sure I heard a programme about Bohemian Rhapsody recently, or I may have...
Yes, there was a programme on BBC 4 just recently about the making of that single.
Maybe I caught a bit of that, and it was something like 78 vocal overdubs on one particular set. I don't know, Sandy. I'm just saying numbers.
It was hugely complicated.
So, Sandy, are you a fan of Queen?
I am a fan of Queen. I'm a fan of many, many, many things.
Yeah.
And many different kinds of music.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start listening to your Japanese records. That basically the reason for my call today is that I myself have suffered from mental health issues.
Okay.
And every January, I feel like, honestly, like what the bleep am I doing in England?
Yeah.
And you need something to be happy about. And the thing that has made me happy today is listening to all your bizarre podcasts.
Oh, Sandy, thank you.
I've never laughed so much in my entire life or listened to a guy that can literally talk to anybody about anything.
Yes. And argue with anybody about anything. I can argue with myself if I need to. We should. I tell you what we need. What we need to do, Kath. We haven't done it for a while. We need to do an angry show again.
Oh gosh, really?
Now we've got all these lovely new listeners like Sandy and all the wonderful people that have found me because of the jungle. We should do an angry show again and see how many of them are fair weather friends.
Oh, but you were so soft in the jungle.
No, generally I am.
You were so soft in the jungle.
Yes.
I mean, but you were also quite tough, and I really admire the way that you handled yourself, and I think you were just extraordinary, and I like that a lot about you, and I think like one of the things I wanted to say to you is so many celebrities are jumping on the mental health bandwagon because it's almost trendy.
Well, I don't know if that's true. Well, I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't know if there is a mental health bandwagon.
Aren't they just being asked about it more?
Yeah, I think maybe it's that. I'm always slightly hesitant because I've got people that point the finger at me and say, "Oh, you're jumping on the bandwagon. You've just worked out how to monetize your misery and all of that kind of stuff."
But I don't feel that way about you at all. I feel like you've incorporated that into your personality and you've moved forward with it.
Yes. Well, that's how I'm still alive, is by doing that. But I'm very reluctant to kind of point the finger at anybody that talks about, their drug hell or their, their mental breakdown or anything like that. Because, who am I to judge? I don't know. And I tell you what, I got caught out by it. It's Katy Perry, the pop singer, was talking about it, and I found myself sneering a bit. And then I thought, oh no, I don't know what Katy Perry's going through. I've got absolutely no idea. I'm sure she's absolutely genuine, and I felt a bit bad for making sneery remarks about it.
If someone comes to you and asks you, are you supposed to say, no, we don't want to talk about that? Because that silence is what's been causing a lot of problems for many years.
Yeah. But if there is a bandwagon and there's money to be made, please point me in that direction, because I will happily jump on that.
Oh, me too. And I mean, I feel the same guilt about pointing fingers and everything else like that. But for example, there was a Lady Gaga did a documentary, and it was supposedly about her mental health.
Yeah.
And I watched that for an hour, and that is an hour of my life I will never get back.
Oh, that documentary
all
was boring.
I saw her was playing with Mark Ronson and crashing into his car, and it was just... I thought this is actually quite offensive to someone with mental health, because you're not
you're showing me how beautiful you look in no clothes. You're not showing me how you feel.
Yeah.
Whereas, so I don't like the glamour side of it, or I don't like her trying to get people to tune in because of mental health when it's actually about her making a video and being friends with famous people.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I thought that was a bit of a dull documentary. I sat through 20 minutes of that. I thought,
I watched the whole thing.
You did, didn't you? You got sucked in. Sucked in.
I was waiting for it to start.
And there was no start.
I also looked at that and, well, you know, she's sitting there and complaining with 4,000 therapists massaging her. And I thought, you know, this would help my depression so much if I had 4,000 volunteers looking after me.
Yeah. Hey, are you watching Big Brother?
Do you know, I am watching Big Brother.
Yeah. They've just sent the blokes in.
I haven't watched last night, and I haven't watched tonight, and that's all your fault because I'm busy listening to you.
Well, I'm cheating. I'm watching Big Brother now. I think everybody is. In now, and they're being told that. Oh, here we go. This is the twist. The men have to do the housework. Dun 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 dun.
Is that a twist now?
Oh, who's that guy that was on Strictly? Because he was on the panel the other day, and he said it's a good job the woman went in first, so the place will be tidy by the time.
Hey!
God, he's never been round my house.
He's a brave man as well. Sandy, listen, we've got to move on. Thank you for that.
No, I just wanted to say thank you. I don't know how I came across your show. Thank you for going on The Jungle. You made a big difference in someone's life over one day.
Hey, nice one, Sandy. I really appreciate
Job
that.
done.
Thank you very much indeed. Ta-ta. Let's go to Gary. Evening, Gary.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, you all right?
Yay.
I'm just checking in. I had a few problems over New Year and Christmas.
Okay, how's everything going?
Well, my friend's in hospital at the moment.
Sorry to hear that.
A 70-year-old.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And that's an horrible thing to be. I never watched it in Jungle, to be honest, but I like the Talk Radio, though. I think it's very good.
What, Talk Radio?
Talk Radio is very good. I like Talk Radio.
There are some good bits on it.
I don't watch telly. I watch Charlie Ox and Doctor Who and, what is it, Star Wars.
Doctor Who and what?
Star Wars.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
The new one's rubbish, isn't it?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Go and see it. Don't go and see it. It's a load of old rubbish.
I might see it. I don't know yet.
Don't. It's boring. It's two and a half hours long.
I know. I bet it is.
Well,
Big eight.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm still upset at the moment.
Yeah. Well, try and take it easy.
I will.
Meditate.
I'm sorry about last phone call. That my friend tried to be Raymond.
No, it was you.
I thought we were going to talk normally to you, but
it was you. Gary, it was you.
It wasn't me.
Gary, it was you.
No, it wasn't me. It was my friend Andy.
Okay. All right, then, if you say so.
So, not me.
Well,
I don't talk like that.
No.
That's annoying.
No. Okay. Well, thanks for calling.
I will do. Please. Cheers. See you later.
Okie dokie. Gosh. Well, there's an end to an hour, isn't there? 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Richard and Jonathan, stay there. We'll come to you after the news. You could be on next, dear listener. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Daddy never held you like he should. Maybe your mama just held on the best she could. Every soul has a secret. Give it away or keep it. But yesterday's gone, so tell me why. You carry the weight It all comes down to who you crucify. You either kiss the future or the past goodbye. We could fly so high. But we carry the weight of the world is breaking us down on our backs like a boulder. Before it's too late, get rid of it, girl. Get it off of our shoulders. We've all been used, and we gotta lose the weight of the world. It's taking us down, and the night's growing colder. Just blame it on fate, that was yesterday, girl. And we're just growing older. We've all been abused. Now it's time to lose the weight of the world. The weight of the world. The weight of the world.
Seriously, this is what someone needs to do, and I just haven't got the patience to do it. Someone needs to listen to every Ringo Starr album he's ever made, and every album has got at the very least 2 really good tracks, and at the very most 3 really good tracks. Take those tracks off those albums, put them on a compilation CD, and then sell it to me, and I'd buy that. I don't want to buy all the albums and sift through the crap. But you got songs like that, Weight of the World. When was that? 1992, did you say, Catherine?
It was 1992. 90. Wait for it.
2. You said
Yeah.
it. Yeah. And I remember that. And when I interviewed Ringo about 20 years later, I said, why wasn't that a hit? It should have been a hit. And it was touted as being going to be a hit, and it wasn't a hit. And I thought it should have been a hit.
Don't you think it sounds like new school Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah, it sounds like that. It sounds like the Beatles. Sounds like Jeff. It sounds like all of that stuff. Listen, if anyone's allowed to rip off the Beatles, it's members of the Beatles. Let them rip it off. Tonight's show, by the way, if you listen, just put the microphone out the window. We're coming from a medieval market.
I wonder what the smell was.
Yeah. We're coming live from a medieval market, which means we get to speak to Anna. Good evening, Anna.
Hi, Ian. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I'm trying to think of songs, and we'd have to cheat a little bit, that have got the name Anne, Annie and Anna in. Now, I know that they're different names, Anna, and I please don't be offended, but I'm trying to think of some. So,
Annie's song.
Hang on a second. We haven't started.
I have.
Are you in? Anna, would you like to play with us, or would you like to spectate?
I don't think I can think of any, so no. I'll spectate.
All right, you spectate. I'll go first. Annie's song.
Okay, Song for You by the Beautiful South. It's got Annie in it.
In the title?
You never said in the title.
Oh, well, I meant in the title. When have we ever played a game of name poker where it's just mentioned in the song? Try again. I've got loads. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam! Annie, Get Your Gun.
Is that a song?
Yeah, it's by Squeeze.
5, 4. I've got another one. 3.
Yeah, sure.
2.
Anna, Go to Him.
Who's that by?
The Beatles did a cover of it. I guess it's an old Motown song. Probably a Goffin and King song.
Okay. Any more?
Yeah, loads.
Go on.
Anna Paloma Blanca.
Right, you're out.
Hey.
You're out.
Yeah, I got more than you did.
Okay, so you win at that game. What's it going to get you?
I can't believe we're having another fight over Anna. Anna, good evening. Welcome to 9 minutes past 11 on Friday. What's your pleasure?
Well, I know that you've been staying in hotels all week because of the Good Morning Britain gig.
Yes, I
have.
So
I thought I'd call in and share a hotel trick that I've picked up quite recently.
Hang on, you're going to share a hotel trick? I think that means something different to... OK, go on, let's hear your hotel trick.
So I thought a tip for when you're staying in hotels.
Yeah, go on.
You've probably been put up in some really swanky hotels, so I don't know. I don't stay in those kind of hotels, so might not.
I'll be honest, the one I've been staying in this week, ITV are paying Yeah, it's all right. You saw it, didn't you, Kath? You came and met me there. It's all right, actually. Yes, but go on. I do stay in scummy ones when I'm paying, so...
Yeah, so do you stay in hotels where, you have your key card?
Yes.
And to use the electricity in the room, you have to put your key card in, like, a little slot in the wall?
Yeah, definitely.
And they just, like, drove me mad for years because I've been to, like, conferences and things where I travel on my own. They give me one card.
Yeah.
And the amount of times, like, I've put my mobile phone on charged and then gone off and come back.
Oh, it's not charged up! Oh, of course!
Mad. And I was complaining to someone about this at work, and then he said, well, you can just put anything in that slot. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, you could just put your driving licence in, a piece of paper.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be your key card.
Kath didn't know that. You didn't know
I didn't
that?
know that.
Of course, why do you think it's got to be your key card? It's just, all it is it goes in and pushes down a little switch.
Well, I know that now, but I mean, why would I even think that way?
The reason, one of the reasons that you have to do it is so that you don't lose your key card, so you know supposedly where it is. But I knew that trick, Anna, but I could never risk. I always, and I know I've left something in this hotel room because I've checked out of it. I always leave something behind in a hotel room, even though I will go and do 3 recce's. Once I've packed and I've gone out of the room, I'll go back in 3 times and have a scoot around. And if I were to be putting credit cards or driving licences in the in that slot, I'd never get them back.
Here's what you do.
Yep.
You go to Costa or something like that, where they give you one of these cards that you're supposed to activate, and you don't activate it, you just keep it as a spare.
Sorry? Costa card?
You know, like one of them, or a Marks and Spencer's.
It's
Sparks
getting
card
very, very complicated. Just
put a bit of cardboard in there.
Just so that Anna can charge her phone up.
I mean, I don't know why Anna's brought us this. I mean, we're fighting over Anna again.
I'm sorry. It's about 50-50. Like, some people already knew and aren't very impressed. But for some people, who go to hotels a lot,
yeah,
changed their life.
Yeah,
changed my life.
I stay in hotels quite a lot, and I know. Here's the thing, right? So this is quite a posh hotel they've put me up at. I would never spend what they're spending on it, but they're ITV. They do what they want. I put the do not disturb thing on the door, right? When I was having a doze yesterday or maybe the day before. And I was woken up an hour into the doze by someone trying to get into the room. And it was the chambermaid trying to get into... And I'd locked the door. She got the lock, and you can't unlock it from the outside. But she was having a bloody good go at unlocking it from the outside. 3 or 4 minutes of... And I'm thinking, then I went... When she'd gone... I waited. I then got up and listened through the door.
Oh, it's
and
horrible.
Waited for her to go, and then I opened it. I looked, and it was a do not disturb out there. What the hell was she doing? So I complained to the manager, and I got that woman sacked.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I got her sacked. How dare she? How dare she interrupt my snooze by ignoring? Of course, I didn't do that. Just before everyone starts jumping down my throat.
I guess in her defence, it's unusual for someone to be staying there quite so long as you were, because you had like an extended. I don't know what extended checkout, didn't you?
What do you mean?
Well, you're stopping there like the whole time.
I was there for a week. People have hotel rooms for a week. It wasn't like I was Howard Hughes living in that hotel in Vegas for 25 years. I was there for a week.
Yeah, but even so, she's probably used to knowing that from 2 o'clock she's got to do the whole floor, and some people leave their signs on.
No, here's the thing, and did you know this, Anna? Because of those card systems, the electricity... The hotel knows when you're in the room and when you're out of the room. And that is...
Well, I work for a hotel chain, so I did know that.
There we go, you see? See? Kath's getting her mind blown about every little hotel. Hang on a minute, Anna. You work for a hotel chain and you didn't know you could put any card in the electricity slot?
Well, I've been working there for about a year, so I guess it's quite a long time.
What do you have
That's how I found out. It was a co-worker that told me.
What do you do for the hotel chain? Are you kind of like in a hotel, or do you go around, or what?
No, I work at their head office. I'm an analyst.
Oh, okay, all right. I think working in a hotel is a pretty unforgiving job, because I've seen people really lose their rags in hotels. It's a pretty unforgiving job. But if you ignore the Do Not Disturb signs, then you should lose that job, definitely. Anna, thank you for the tip. You've certainly enlightened Catherine, and there'll be other dumb people like her. She's saying there will be one other person like her. Anna, thanks for calling.
No problem, thanks.
Ta-ta, there we go, bye-bye. If you've got what I believe are called life hacks... If you've managed to hack life...
Oh, Iain, you're so relevant.
Well, I was talking today about Justin Timberlake's new song dropping. On Good Morning Britain, Justin Timberlake's new song has just dropped.
You said that.
I did say... I did say that, because it was in the script, and Ben Shepherd laughed at me. And he said something like, has it really dropped? I said, yeah, he dropped one this morning. on button 3! On button 3, I'm saying that. That's a proper channel. My mum gets that.
It's meant to be rubbish, isn't it?
Well...
Is it a bit like Rude Box?
The inspiration for it, apparently, the album, is like being a father and his wife and his kids, right? And the song is all... Put your dirty hands all over me. And you kind of
talking about the kid with the snot.
It could be like face paint, finger painting and stuff. But then, in the video, he's like Steve Jobs. And then there's a robot. He's giving a presentation to a robot. And then a robot starts doing it with all these hot girls. I'm thinking, well, how has your son inspired robot sex? How has he done that? Well, unless he's got, like, a toy, you know, and what the kids do, and they rub toys against each other. I don't know, but I think, how's your son done that? But then he's JT, so, you know, his son has probably got horny vibes. You can't control that shiz, man. You can't control it. Said all of this on GMTV.
Good, I'm glad you gave me
They've not invited me back next week. 03444991000. I'm Iain Lee. This is Talk Radio.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Let's go to Richard. Good evening, Richard.
Hello. Anna's just blown my mind. It's like not even just made me think like, oh, I never thought of that. But quite recently, I spent a Sunday morning in a hotel room in the dark with no phone battery and had to have a shower in the dark because my girlfriend had checked in the hotel. Like, my girlfriend was on a press trip. She'd only said there was one person in the hotel. They gave us one key card. She left with the key card. And I was like, well, I've got no way of getting electricity in here now.
So you spent... God, people, what is wrong with you people? It's just
I never thought to just jam something in the slot.
What did you think, that the key card was like magic?
Yeah, code.
Yeah, well, it works for the door. It's magic in the door.
Not often. It doesn't always work for the bloody door. The number of times I've got traipsed to the room, swiped it, and it said it's done nothing. I've had to walk all the way back.
Eventually, I just kind of gathered my stuff and went downstairs to the bar and convinced the barman to let me charge my phone behind the bar.
The Darwin Awards are... the list of nominees is growing ever longer by the second.
I think you're one of the very few people who knows that you can put anything in that slot.
No, I'm not! Everyone knows it! In fact, the hotel that I've been staying in this week, they have these slots, and when you walk in, there's bits of little cardboard tickets already shoved in that slot. Everyone knows!
Okay. Well, you're saying better hotels than whatever the PR company that puts in that hotel was.
Yeah, I don't always.
Anyway, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Have you slept?
I had a busy day today, so I had 3 hours sleep last night. Woke up early and got to TVAM before it even opened. I was the first one there. What a bumlick. I was the first one there. I had to wait outside for the gate to open.
And then you saw that big cat.
Then I saw it was a big cat coming round the corner to me, so I bent down to stroke it, and it went, "Arr!" And it was a bloody fox. It went for me. Honestly, I went to stroke it. It was a fox. Then I did GMTV and I met Will.i.am, who's very short.
He's going to be very nice, isn't he?
It was lovely. I did a little skit with him, throwing into the adverts. He seemed like a nice guy. I met a very nice young lady who I didn't get her name. I think it was Mia, but I don't know where I've got that from. This young girl who must be about 5 or 6, who's one of the guests on the show. She's profoundly deaf, and she's in this new movie. And I could see her. She would walk past my dressing room a couple of times, and she could see her sort of look at me. So I made a point of going out and speaking to her and saying hello to her and her dad and having a picture taken, and she was good. And then I had to go off and do this interview for Channel 5 about depression, and that lasted for hours. And then I've had an hour's sleep this afternoon, yes.
Well, it sounds like you're pushing the limits of how you can get by with such little sleep. So,
you wait.
Congrats.
The limits are going to be tested. No, I'm absolutely...
Well, it's a good job we don't have access to firearms in this country, isn't it?
It really bloody well is. Otherwise I would go postal.
This is the first time I've spoken to you since you came out.
What? The Jungle. Yes, sorry, yes.
Yeah. It's the first time I ever watched it. I didn't realise it was like series 18 or something. I didn't realise it had been on there for that long.
Yeah. I think 2000 was the first year it happened. And they had one year where they tried it twice in a year and it didn't really work.
Yeah. The first thing that struck me is that's very, from a nerdy point of view, it's very technically impressive, the whole thing. Doing a 1-hour live show from sort of a tiny village in Queensland every day.
Yeah, it's a huge thing. It's got 700 people working on that show, we were told.
Oh, wow.
700, it's incredible.
Imagine, you can tell it's several different sets as well. It's like to put all that together in every day, and then go live at 7 a.m. in the morning. It's just wow.
Yeah. It really is. It is phenomenal.
And then the other thing, the last time I saw Ant and Dec, I think, was on SMTV Live when I was a kid, and I sort of had them done as TV. They're really, really talented broadcasters.
They are absolutely fantastic. I think they are they are two of the best people working on TV at the moment. I think they're stunning, and it was a thrill every time I got to make them laugh. It was an absolute thrill.
You just feel they mention occasionally they have to get into 1 a.m. in the morning to get the programme together. It's just wow.
They're also getting paid about £5 million a year, so I think I could get up at that time for £5 million a year. I think I could just about pull that off.
Also, following from that, you mentioned the kids. They pantomime that recognise you from it.
Yeah.
A lot of it's not really child appropriate, is it? Because it can get quite blue at times.
Sorry?
The whole program, even Ant and Dec's commentary can get quite blue.
Oh, well, there's filthy innuendo, but kids don't pick up on innuendo, and that's why it can get away. I was surprised that such young kids watched it, to be honest, because I know they bleep a lot of the swearing, but bleeping you still kind of have to explain to a kid what the bleep is.
I think you swore on the live one as well.
I don't think I did swear on the live one, did I?
Someone swore on the live one. I remember there being a swear on the live one. I'm thinking, I don't remember it half.
I wouldn't have sworn on the live one because I'm a professional. I'm a professional. There was no swearing. We were told, please don't swear on the live ones. I don't think I stand to be corrected.
There were definitely a couple of swears got. Maybe it wasn't you, but
not me.
It got me thinking of stuff you got watched when you probably shouldn't have been. I had pretty absent parents, and that's what I came across you, because me and my sister were allowed to watch the 11 o'clock show when I was about 9 o'clock.
Yes.
About 9 o'clock? About 9 years old.
Yes.
And it definitely wasn't age appropriate then. And I'm thinking we used to watch Eurotrash and stuff at the same age, just because our parents weren't around. And this is and Jam as well. And I was does that stuff ever have an effect on you? Is it okay for kids to watch everything?
Well, no, of course not. You should age appropriate. You should make sure you censor what your kids watch, and if they watch anything with bad language, batter them around the head with a wet fish. I'm joking, of course. Let's go to Tom. Evening, Tom.
Hi, Ian and Catherine. So I wanted to talk about Count Dankula. Do you know anything about this chap?
Yes, I do. He's the gentleman who trained his dog to do
girlfriend's dog, I think.
His girlfriend's dog to do a Sieg Heil, the thing, and it was in court. It was in Scotland. Was it Glasgow? And it was in court today. And I don't know what the judgment was.
I'm not sure what the judgment was. I've just skimmed across the story. I don't know if he's a good guy. I don't know what his MO is, but I think he's okay. I think he's just a free speech kind of guy, and I think it was a joke. It was art. I think it's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane and almost fascistic for people to have the police bashing their door down And
well, hang on a minute. Yep. The picture I saw, the door had not been bashed down.
Oh no, sorry. I know.
Right.
Sorry,
okay.
yeah.
Well, listen. If you're gonna tell the story, don't.
I don't know the story.
Right. Well, exactly. Well, I tell you what. Why don't you go and read the story, and then when you've read the story, come back, and instead of exaggerating and speaking in hyperbolics terms, tell the truth of it. The door wasn't bashed down.
No. Are you in argument mode now, Ian?
No, not at all. I'm just annoyed with people talking about stories they don't know anything about, and then lying in those stories.
Okay, I could probably find occasions when people have had their door.
No. Well, you were talking specifically. You're talking specifically about this case. You said his door had been.
I was talking generally.
No, you weren't. You were talking specifically about his case.
I said that sentence, I know what I was thinking.
No, Tom. Well, Tom, you need to learn. You need to learn to speak more clearly. Then, because
you just want a row, so you're trying to stick to this side. I was talking generally.
Tom,
have free speech.
Tom, you didn't say you had the start of the conversation was. Tom, will you listen, please, mate? Because you could learn a lot. Honestly, you could do you the world of good. You specifically started talking about that guy. You then didn't open it up to say you were talking generally, so everyone would have assumed you were still talking about the same guy. His door was not bashed down. Dude, you're talking about a story, you don't know what it is. How is...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so go away, read about it, find out a little bit more about it, and then we'll have a chat. How's about that, yeah? Good lad. Thank you, Tom. Let's go to Craig. Evening, Craig. Hello, Craig. Nope, you're too slow. Let's go to Simon. Good evening, Simon.
Hi there, Ian, and hi, Kath. How's it going?
It's going very well, Simon. What you got for us?
Good stuff. Not too bad. Yeah, I'm enjoying sort of going to bed listening to you and then waking up and seeing you on the telly. It's quite good. Obviously, I record it and just watch your bit.
Sexy man, yes.
But, you missed a little bit of an additional joke. You know when you said that he dropped one?
Yes.
You should have said he dropped a filthy one.
There we go, you see, because that's the title of the song, Filthy.
Don't you think that's a bit on the nose?
Well,
I mean, he was just doing a little fart joke. We don't need to underline it with a big brown crayon.
Yeah. But there's little segments. Why is it pretty much the same thing, like twice? Is that just the way it works?
That's what they tell me to do. That's what they tell us. That's how...
I could tell you why.
Go on.
Because they don't assume someone's going to watch it from start to end. People dip in and out like a breakfast show on the radio.
It's a rolling audience, so people tend to... Well, it used to be for radio. People would tend to listen for about 25 minutes before they would go, and it would be a new audience. So I assume it's the same thing.
They don't expect people just to watch it.
No.
Have you managed to get onto the celebrity tipping point yet with Ben?
Not yet. I am open to offers. Let's just say that the team at GMTV have taken me aside and said, we're really enjoying it. Would you like to come and do more? And I've said, yes, of course I would. I'm having the time of my life there. It's wonderful.
Was that Piers Morgan that said that to you?
Piers Morgan hasn't been in yet. I will meet with Piers on Monday. And then after the show at 8:30, I'm going for a meeting with Piers, Susanna, and the show's executive producers.
Exciting! I'm sure he's a pussycat in real life.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure he's. It's all just theatre, isn't it? Did you manage to play much PlayStation in your hotel?
I didn't get to play any PlayStation in my hotel in the end. No, that was a waste of time bringing that. I've got this brand new PS4 and I haven't really touched it.
Are you going to get GTA for it at some point?
Yes, I will. I've got Grand Theft Auto and the other game that Limmy plays because I want to go and troll Limmy. It's basically what I want to do.
I think he plays Overwatch.
Overwatch. I've got that. I don't like the look of it.
I've never got into it, but GTA I'm still full on GTA at the minute. So, I've just got back into it, so it's I highly recommend.
Simon, thank you very much indeed. I shall be digging that out at some point. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. This is the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, on Talk Radio.
Uncut, after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Let's try Craig again. Good evening, Craig.
Oh?
Yes?
Evening.
Evening.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you, Craig?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Lovely. What have you got for us?
Oh, I was going to try this game on radio, but I'm not sure it was going to work.
Okay.
It happened on Hogmanay.
some random guy came up to my mates and asked for his game.
Right.
I'm not sure if it's going to work on radio.
Well, are you saying you want to bail out, or are you saying you want to try it?
Let's give it a go.
Okay.
It's called Catch the Mouse.
Okay.
But it's not as simple as Catch the Mouse.
Right. Have I got to catch a mouse?
Yeah, you've got to catch a mouse, but you've got to say, well, for instance, you've got to say mouse, right?
Mouse.
But you can say different animals, but if you say mouse, someone's got to say trap, and you can't get a mouse.
Hang on, say what? Someone says... So you say different animals, then someone says mouse, and you've got to say trap?
Yeah, if someone says trap, you can't get a mouse.
Right.
So, for instance, if I said mouse and you said trap, I can't get the mouse.
So who wins then? Me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just not going to say mouse then until I'm going to let you say mouse and I'll say trap.
Something like that, yeah, but you can see different animals so you can trap people.
Okay, go on then. Fine. Right. Let's. Do we take it in turns, me and you?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Elephant.
Dog.
Cat.
Dog.
Fox.
Horse.
Walrus.
Turtle.
Giraffe.
Mouse.
Trap.
Dog.
Hang on. So did I win that one?
No, because I was too fast there for you.
Sorry?
I say dog quickly, and if I say another animal quickly, you can't get win that.
Hang on. Right, you just added that rule at the last minute. A minute ago, all I had to do was say trap, but also you didn't say another animal quickly. You audibly went, ugh.
Yeah, and you said dog again. You said it about 3 times.
Are you allowed to just keep saying dog?
No.
Right, okay.
But there's one rule he said, the guy says, so if you say trap, right?
Yeah.
I say cheese. I win.
Right, but that's just changed from what you... Are you sure this actually happened, or are you just making it up on the spot now?
No, it happened on Hog Mail. We were all drunk, you know.
Yeah, I know. I think maybe you were so drunk that you dreamt it. Okay, frog.
Rabbit.
Mouse.
Trap.
Cheese.
Cat.
Right, no, hang on. I won.
Yeah, but cheese, you can't win.
You just said cheese would win.
Yeah, cheese. You eat the cheese.
Who eats the cheese?
You.
Right. How do I win this game?
You don't.
So what are we playing it for?
Because the trick of the game, you don't win the game.
Right, but is there any fun in this game?
Not to me, no.
No, not to me. And my rule is, Craig, if neither player is experiencing fun, then that game should be knocked on the head.
I definitely should be, aye.
Thanks for calling, Craig.
Yeah.
There we go. Wow. I mean, even by our standards, that was pretty weird, huh?
This is like the kind of game my kids make up.
It just didn't...
Except not as good.
Let's go to David. Evening, David.
Hello, am I live now?
Yes, you're live now.
Right. I've had a tweet, people aren't believing in ghosts.
Cat.
Cheese.
Sorry?
Elephant.
And that's a tweet.
Zebra.
Parrot.
Hey?
Mouse.
Cat.
No.
Cheese.
Traps.
Away you go, David.
Beg your pardon?
Yes, hello?
People have had a tweet that apparently people aren't believing in ghosts.
Sorry, what?
Someone said that your kids are on and they don't believe in ghosts.
No, the kids came on Monday's show or Tuesday's show.
Oh.
They asked for ghost stories and now they are having nightmares and won't go to sleep as a direct result of some of the cruel people that phoned in with their stories.
I've missed it then.
Yeah, you missed it, mate.
By 2 days.
I'm not on the ball, am I?
No.
You all right then?
Yeah. I tell you what, you say hello to Andre.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello, mate.
Hello, Andre.
Yeah, how you doing?
Long time no speak.
Oh, yeah. Well, talk about not speaking. You're a bit economical with the words, aren't you? But anyway, I've got a game. Oh, don't worry about it. I've got a game to play here, yeah? I wanted it to play. I won't play with Ian, but I'll play with you instead. You know rocks and scissors? I'll say one, two. Yeah, you know, when you do it with your hands, yeah? Oh, do you know the game or... Do you know the game or not? Ian probably knows it. Rocks and scissors.
Roxy Music.
Oh, no, sorry, mate. I think Ian, can you enlighten this bloke with this game I know?
Ian's not here. Go and play it then.
Right, after 3, you've got to make a sign with your hands, and the best one wins, right? 1, 2, 3, go. What's yours? Go. What is it?
2 fingers.
2 fingers?
2 fingers.
Well, that's scissors. Yeah. Mine's a rock, yeah? So I'll blunt the scissors. So I'll win that one.
Up yours. Up yours.
Yeah, up yours.
Up yours.
Right. Up yours, ready? Right, we're doing it again. 1, 2, 3, go. Right, what you got?
Right. I'm doing a middle finger now.
Yeah? Well, I've got a fist with a straight finger. That's dynamite. That blows that up. Right. Ready again?
Right.
Right, 1, 2, 3, go. What's yours?
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, scissors.
Yeah, well, mine's running water. That rusts them and balloon goes over the top of rocks, so I'll win that one as well. That's 3-0 to me. Right, next one.
You're making this up. You're making this up, aren't you?
I'm not. I'm just keep winning.
Right.
Right. Right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. What you got?
Tell me else. What you got?
No, that's cheating. I'm the only one who's allowed to tell you what I've got and what you've got.
Yeah, but it sounds a bit one-sided, actually.
That's the way it goes, mate, isn't it? That's the game, isn't it? Didn't anyone tell you? What's that?
I've got a game. It's called Who's in My Pants?
Who's in what?
Who's in My Pants?
I don't know, no idea who.
You, and I'm bombing you into victory.
Does that mean I've won then, I suppose, does it?
No, it doesn't mean you've won. No, I've won.
Oh, I have won. I've won it all. Yeah, do you want to listen to a bit of music?
No, absolutely not, no.
No, yeah, I will then, all right?
No.
Anything you say no to, I'm going to say yes to. Yeah, Deacon Blue, okay?
No. Yes.
Is that all right? Real Golden Kids for you? Right, won't have too much of that. But anyway, what was we saying? What was we playing? Oh, yeah, rocks and scissors. Right, ready to go again?
Yes. No,
1, 2, 3. Go. Right, what you got? What you got?
Yes.
Yeah, what you got then?
No.
No, not yes or no. What have you got in your hands? What have you made?
I've made a little bunny rabbit.
Yeah, well, I've got a shotgun, all right?
Oh.
So I'll win that one. That's 5-4, is it? I'm good at this, aren't I?
Yeah, you're good at this.
I'm brilliant at it. Is Ian there? I'd like to give Ian a go and see what he's like.
No, I don't think he's here.
I think he's gone. We've got the airways to ourselves. Well, personally, me, I like the airways completely to myself, so Jen, you can hang up. Can you hang up? Cheers, thanks a lot. Right, let's have a little... You gone? Good. Right, let's have a little bit of a tune. Hold on while I've got the nice airways to myself. There we go. Bit of volume on the sounds. Right, you listening, everyone? Here we go. Bit of Deacon Blue here, nice one. Oh. I love it. I won the game and I'm dancing and singing. The pages. There's a girl in this book. Some words to get some rewards. Nice one. Beautiful airwaves. Then I got took. Play old 45. Now mean nothing to me. You're a real gone kid. Living out, baby. Now, baby. Maybe now, baby. Maybe now, baby. Do what I should have did. Right, that's enough of that. Don't wake the neighbours up. All right, hello? Hello? Anyone there? Oh, I think I've got too many airways to myself. See you later. Bye.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee. Unfiltered night talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Evening, Jerry.
Hello.
Hello, Jerry.
Andre's put me off Ricky Ross for life.
He's done what?
Put me off Ricky Ross for life.
He's put you off something for life.
Ricky Ross.
Oh, Ricky Ross.
Of the Deacon Blue.
I don't think it was Deacon Blue.
That's Bill Gone Kid.
Is that Deacon Blue?
Yeah.
I thought it was Prefab Sprout.
I think of rock and roll.
Well, there you go. You sound a bit statuesque tonight, Jerry.
I'm a bit knackered.
Yeah? What have you been up to?
Nothing moving drug chicken now from them weeks.
I'm struggling a bit to understand you, but I'm guessing, is that the tiredness? Is that the medication?
In between medication kicking in.
Yeah, there we go.
It's bad.
Yeah?
Getting through a bad time at the moment. New regime isn't working very well.
Oh, I'm struggling to understand you tonight, Mum.
It's okay. One thing, that Ringo Starr song.
Yeah?
Did the Finn Brothers do anything? The backing vocals sound like the Finn Brothers.
I don't know, because because it's all on computers these days. So I don't know. Let me say no. I don't think it was them.
Have you got in touch with James Bond III?
Emails have been sent to James Bond III, star of the Red Hand Gang, and let's see if he gets back.
I'm going to look. Then call back if the drugs kick in.
All right, mate. I'll speak to you later on. Ta-ta.
Yeah.
Ta-ta. Let's go to Star. Evening, Star. Evening, Star.
Hello.
Hello there.
I don't know if you've seen it, and I don't know how true it is. I have tweeted you the link, but apparently Kiosk Keith has been sacked.
Oh, there you go.
Because he went into work and he was drunk and he made some unwanted advances to one of his female colleagues.
Well, there you go. Loads of people are tweeting me that. No, loads of people are tweeting me that, and I don't know the fella. It's, I'm not sure what my reaction
supposed to do with it
should be to it.
Yeah.
But thanks for tweeting it.
You're welcome.
Cheers, my dears. Ta-ta. Yeah, loads of people tweeting me that, and I'm thinking, well, I only met him 4 times. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information. Wasim.
Ian, how's it going, mate?
Yeah, I'm confused by that email you sent me the other day, man.
Which one?
The one that was a bit mean.
Mean? Which one, mate?
Well, if you don't know, then that would imply...
Oh, when I called you pompous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, mate. It's just like you said that I don't want to see him and a few other people calling in.
Yeah. Because I find some callers are quite hard work. And it was when I was faced with 3 callers that were quite hard work in a row, I just thought, nah.
I'm just pulling your leg, mate. Mate, you know I've got a lot of respect for you, mate. You know what I mean?
I don't believe you.
Mate, trust me, I voted for you in the jungle towards the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, jokes like that where you say a statement that is mean and then don't counter it with anything. That
but to be fair, mate, you swore at me.
If you let me finish, Wasim, in an email, any nuance is lost by that direct statement. It doesn't read like a joke.
Yeah, but I didn't swear at you, mate. I said you're pompous. It's not exactly a swear, is it?
No, but it was mean. I didn't say it was a swear. I said it was mean.
Yeah, but mate, you just said a Punjabi swear to me, so...
No, but I didn't say there was a swear in it. I said it was mean.
Okay. So... should I apologise?
That's up to you. I don't care either way. But I just want you to know that the email, whatever the intention behind it, was interpreted as mean and hurtful.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Are you winding me up, mate?
No.
Oh, mate, I'm sorry then. I didn't mean that.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. So, I've got a song for you, mate.
Is it you playing a song too quietly down the phone for us? Because that doesn't really work.
You should be able... Oh, by the way, hi, Kath.
Yep, hi.
How are you?
Oh, peachy.
Okay, cool. I'll put a song on you, if you don't mind.
No, well, no, but no, because I tell you what, because no, it doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah, well, okay, I won't put a song on, but I want you to talk about something, but I think it's too boring, though.
Well, we can talk about something.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I was thinking, I wanted to get your opinion on something, really. Yeah. Okay. Your views. If there was a general election tomorrow, do you think Jeremy Corbyn would win?
I think there'd be a hung parliament.
Really?
Yeah.
'Cause I was thinking of putting a bet on it, to be honest with you, if there was an election, so... I think Jeremy Corbyn should win.
I don't know, but there isn't going to be an election, so what bet are you going to put on?
No, apparently there's going to be an election soon, there's one coming up.
Who told you this?
It's everywhere, I mean, like, you know, the way things are going at the moment.
Well, it's not everywhere. This is literally the first time I've heard about it.
Yeah, but the way the country's going at the moment, mate, it's not really... I think it's very likely there will be one.
Okay, but again, what is your source for this? Just your opinion?
No, just like from the news and stuff, I'm getting certain vibes from it, I thought.
No, well, hang on, you don't interpret the vibes of the news, you interpret the words of the news. I've not seen or heard any news where they said there's going to be an election soon.
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, I think if there was an election, I think Corbyn would get a landslide.
Okay, well, okay, we'll go and put a bet on that.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I wanted to get your advice, first of all, really.
My advice is don't bet.
Don't bet, seriously?
Yeah, why would anyone bet?
Did I actually put a bet on the referendum and actually won?
Okay, well then my advice has changed, and you should bet.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll probably give that a try, mate.
Nice one, Wesley. Thanks very much.
Excellent advice.
Evening, Deb.
Hello,
Deb. You're right. At last, someone who doesn't sound bonkers, or anyway, someone who sounds all right. Nice to talk to you, Deb.
I keep it well hidden.
Yes, good.
Yeah,
that's the best way.
I just wanted to say thank you because this is only the second time I've listened to your show, so I feel a bit mad ringing. But yeah, I'm off work at the moment with anxiety, so it's been a crap day.
Oh,
I've been
I'm sorry to hear that.
Tears and crap all day, and I've just been well, the tears have changed to laughter recently.
Don't tell your boss; he'll want you back at work on Monday.
Oh, they're not having it, believe me.
Really? Have you told? Are you off? Do they know you're off with anxiety?
Oh yeah.
And how did that go down?
Not great at all.
Really?
No, I can't say. Yeah, but yeah, yesterday I heard the bit about the ESR thing. So I'm going to be disappointed when I tune in and there isn't going to be sort of strange mouse games. And
yes. Well, I don't know what's going on tonight. It really is. There's something in the air.
But there always tends to be something, doesn't there, that crops up?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit tired and a bit out of it.
You sound tired, actually.
I feel tired. I've got a little bit of a sniffle. And it's a sleep thing, and I've just had this sort of anxious stomach for the last couple of days. So I'm feeling, it's not an anxiety attack or anything like that. I'm just feeling a little bit of a knot in my stomach. So I'm being more passive tonight than I normally would be. So I kind of feel like I'm at home with you lot, listening to the show and just thinking, what the hell is going on?
Yes, that's about it. And also the lovely people on Periscope that I've been chatting to, so I wanted to say hi to them.
Hey, is there... I've been told that there are a few idiots on Periscope tonight. Is that true?
I read that on your Twitter. No, everybody's been great.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a nice, friendly bunch.
Periscope
yeah, they may have
seems
been
to be
earlier.
the last of the Wild West frontiers, and you do tend to get one or two. All right, cool.
No, I think the scissors and rock and mouse game probably scared them off.
Was I missing something with the mouse game? Did I miss anything?
No, but it was very funny.
Okay.
We didn't get full disclosure on that mouse game at all, did we? I mean,
I don't know.
New rules kept popping up.
Yeah, very strange. It's very
Basically, I think the idea was that you didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And games are meant to be fun, aren't they?
It was fun for us.
Oh, okay, good. As long as someone was enjoying it, then
I
that's the
did
main thing.
I've had great fun. Yeah.
So what are you doing this weekend, Deb? What plans have you got, if any?
Oh, I've got a friend coming around to watch the Fleetwood Leicester game on telly.
Oh, okay.
And I've borrowed a dog.
Sorry?
Which is brilliant.
Where have you borrowed a dog from?
There's this great website called borrowmydoggy.com.
Shut the front door, is there?
So for people that can't have dogs, because they work or whatever, or housing, you can borrow someone else's dog. And so I've got Big Frida here, who's a big softie.
How long do you borrow a dog for?
Whatever you want. Sometimes if you can just do the odd weekend walk, then you just say that, and then on other occasions you can sort of say, oh yeah, weekends.
Create your free profiles, make connections, meet up, share the love of dogs. That is...
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Frida's gorgeous.
I know the way your mind's working, Ian. Ian doesn't like his dog, so he's going to lend it out permanently.
Yeah.
I'll borrow it, yeah.
You can have it. I mean, the kids would be upset, but it would save me an absolute fortune.
Yeah, but you could lend it to people that live nearer to you. Because I'm in Leicestershire, so it might be a bit expensive to post.
It's a bit of a commute.
So does it... So it's not just like a dog walking service?
No, you say whatever you're willing to do. And my cat died a few years ago. And,
yeah?
Yeah.
And does money exchange hands?
No.
This is great.
Well, you pay a bit of an admin fee, and you get covered by insurance and 24-hour vet line. But no.
Do the dogs mind?
I'm friends. No, Frida loves coming here. The owners as well have become friends. So.
How long does Frida stay there for?
Depends. She's only overnight because one of the owners has had to go off. Their mum's ill.
Yeah.
So it's sort of short notice. But it's great for me. So I've been on my own feeling miserable all day, and I get to cuddle a dog and take her for walks.
This is the greatest thing
it's great,
I've ever heard
I
of.
love it.
So a dog could be just for Christmas or Boxing Day.
It could be. It is really good because a lot of people, they talk about pet therapy and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
of course.
It's a reason to get up in the morning and go out. And she is a rather special dog.
Yeah. Oh, Deb, that's a nice one. Thank you for that, bringing that to my attention. Borrowmydoggy.com.
I recommend it. Yeah, it really is a good idea.
We might borrow a dog for the show.
So,
see if we can borrow a dog. All right, Deb, nice one. Thank you for that.
All right, and thanks for the show.
Cheers, my dears. Ta-ta. Sorry, I cut you off. You were talking. Sorry, I do that. Borrowmydoggy.com. That's
you couldn't do it with cats. Cats wouldn't have it.
No, cats would have none of that. Jonathan, Jamie, Guy, David, stay there. We'll come to you in a bit. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very, very welcome. We've kind of covered. You're about to go somewhere.
I was just having a stretch.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm very. I feel like I need a good stretch today.
Yeah, I need that thing where I put my hands behind my back and then a big man lifts me up by the elbow and clicks my back.
I haven't got any big men around here.
No. Anyway, we'll survive. You can listen to us on DAB. You can download the app, or of course, you can go to talkradio.co.uk. And pretty much every weeknight between 10 and 1, you can watch us on Periscope. Hi, Periscopers. If you go to periscope.tv/Iain Lee, and you can come and watch the show and have chitty chats with people that do all that kind of stuff. We've got another hour to go, dear listener. Now's a great time to pick up the phone and give us a call. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Wasim sent me another email.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
But night grows tired eyes. I'll soon be with you, my love, and give you my dose of pride. I'll be with you, darling, soon. I'll be with you when the stars start falling. I've been waiting so long to be where I'm going, in the sunshine of your love, love, love. Oh, baby, sunshine, sunshine of your love. Oh, 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 baby, I'm with you, my love. The light shining through on you. I'm with you, my love. It's the morning and just we two. I'll stay with you, darling, now. I'll stay with you till my seeds are dried up. I've been waiting so long to be where I'm going, in the sunshine of your love, love, I've been waiting so long to be where I'm going, in the sunshine of your love, 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 love. I'm with you, my love. The light shining through on you. I'm with you, my love. It's the morning and just we two. I'll stay with you, darling, now. I'll stay with you till my seeds are dried up. Oh, yeah. I've been waiting so long to be where I'm going, in the sunshine of your love, sunshine, baby, of your love, just your love.
03444991000, and people continue to email me the story that someone that was on a show that I did has got the boot for inappropriate behaviour. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information. There's a guy I met 4 times and never spoke to, really. So, thanks. Let us go to line 4. Good evening, Guy.
Hi Ian, hi Kath.
Hello.
It's Cheesy Guy, if you remember me from last time. I'm allergic to cheese.
He's allergic to cheese, but he has to have it sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, otherwise he becomes too allergic to it and dies. Yeah, that weirdo.
Exactly.
That pervert.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cheesy guy.
Cheesy guy. He's a cheesy guy.
I gotta say, I was hoping, because one of the things I've picked up over since I started listening to you, you've got, like me, quite an eclectic taste in music.
Yes.
And I absolutely now listen to a lot of the things that you've been playing.
Yeah.
Do you ever like Paul Heaton?
I like. You hate this one, Kath. I wrote this song for you,
I hate-
Deborah, Jennifer,
that
Alice
stuff.
and Sue,
I hate all that
Felicity, Veronica too. I'd like to
I
do
really
it
like that
with
song.
you. That's a great little song. It's a
No, it
beautiful
makes
little
me
song.
want to eat my own face.
Well, good, because then I could listen to it without getting dirty looks from you. I quite like that song. I don't really know any more than that, if I'm honest, cheesy guy.
Yeah, you do. Every woman,
Every man, join the caravan of love.
Stand up.
Stand up and stand up.
Did they do a Perfect 10 as well? I wasn't really a big fan of that one.
That one's
Really
rubbish.
I hate it.
This could be Rotterdam or anywhere but home. Everyone is anywhere at home. Anywhere at home. Do, do, do.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's a great song. Great, it's beautiful.
It is. It's because like I said, I've started picking up some of the songs that you've been listening to, and it's quite refreshing to have somebody that's got such an eclectic taste.
Oh, I've got a great taste in music. I've got a great. Tell you what I've got, and I'm very humble about this. I've got a great taste in music, and I've got a really good sense of humour. I like to call it a GSOH. Good sense of humour. And those two things combined make me the perfect date, Guy.
You're also really humble.
I'm the most humble person I've ever met.
Well, does Kath ever get a say in what you play?
Yes.
Oh, right. So how much of a say do you get in with regards to the music?
I say, yes, you may.
Here we go.
Actually, that last track I introduced him to. So that one we just played then.
Listen to this tweet I've just had from Suleiman, who is the world's #1 Michael Jackson dance artist, right?
Is he?
It's becoming so hard to listen to this show live, Iain Lee, as the tone changes so quickly. All I want at this time of night from Talk Radio is jokes and escapism, light-hearted stuff. Nothing too deep or serious. We have the rest of the day for that. First of all, what deep or serious stuff have we done in the last 2 hours? Secondly, if you can find a show, Suleiman, that is all jokes and escapism at this time of night, well, then go and listen to it. Sorry, what's that? Oh, you can't? This is the only thing that comes close to that? Well, then you've got to stick with it.
Also, giggly tweet. Thanks for that, Suleiman.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I don't know. And someone's saying, have you got any plans to get some of your jungle companions on the show? I'm really thinking of asking Jenny on the show at some point. I'd like to get Jenny on at some point, but I've not got round to asking her yet.
Have they got a time machine?
I don't know what. I don't know. Some people.
Can I say that there is an alternative for the borrow a dog thing?
Yeah.
There are cat cafes.
Oh, I've seen those.
Couldn't eat a whole one. Though.
Hey, Boily, she's here all week. Unfortunately, have you tried the veal? I went to a cat cafe in Japan. That's, of course, where they started. They also have owl cafes over there.
Oh, no.
I went to a cat cafe, and Barry, have you ever been to a cat cafe?
What's that?
Have you ever been to a cat cafe?
What do they serve up whiskers and that? Is it?
Guy, can you explain to Barry what it is?
It's a cafe with cats, Barry.
Well, what do they do? Serve? Do you eat them? What do
Well,
they baristas?
They place the cats in very inappropriately sort of suited up waiter costumes, and they put little strings attached to the paws of the cats and make them serve you.
Absolute nonsense. Never heard anything like it. Oh, it'd be very unhygienic with all their bumholes and that, isn't it?
But at least you'd have somewhere to put your pot towels.
Crikey.
Guy, listen. Okay, it's a bit racist. Guy, thank you for that, mate.
No worries.
There we go. Barry, say hello to Kadir for me.
Hello, Kadir.
Hi there, how you doing?
Not so dusty, thanks. How are you?
Oh, I'm brilliant, cheers. What have you been up to today?
Oh, God, it's a miserable time of year, isn't it?
Oh, it is, isn't it? I went to the Bird in Hand and I was talking to my new friend, Stu Haycock.
Right, yeah, you would sort of ask me what I was doing. Don't matter, let's hear about you first. Go on, yeah.
That's all right, because I I think it relates to the both of us, to be honest.
Go on, then. So what did Stu Haycock do?
Well, he didn't do much. I did it to him. I'm ashamed of it, but I bullied him over Twitter, so I had to make amends.
Yeah, had to be there, really, didn't you? Do you want to hear what I got up to?
You know what? I'd love to, actually.
Because it's a miserable time of year, woke up this morning with my lovely wife, and we spent all day in bed making sweet, sweet love.
Oh, God.
Oh, but Barry, that sounds like quite a good day rather than a miserable day.
Spent... crikey. Not O'Reilly, that's racist, but crikey. That woman, she is... Well, I'm not going to say anything rude, I'm just... one's allowed to make love with one's wife.
It's allowed, yeah.
She made me feel like a king today.
Oh, of course she did. I bet she treated you like one as well. Treated like a king.
She does. Rodney King. She bashed me over it. No. And what she made me feel like was a whole man.
A whole man.
She made me feel whole. And funny enough, later on...
Did you feel...
we went downstairs...
Steady.
I'm not saying nothing. And at lunchtime, she'd done a cheesy elite bake for lunch. We had a cheesy elite bake, and then we went up. She said, "Oh, Barry, I'm feeling a bit... Can I say horny?"
Yeah. I'll check. There's a list of swear words you can and can't say on Ofcom. I'll check it for you, don't worry.
Raunchy.
That's fine.
We went upstairs, hopped back into bed, made love, and unfortunately she blew off at one stage. She done the old Dutch oven, which I don't like, and that sort of killed it in a way. But it's those silly little things that you... But what I recommend is making love in this miserable January, not with Margaret necessarily, but with a lady or a man of your...
man. 2018, isn't it?
Of your choosing, you know.
So you had the cheesy leek bake. How long did you leave it before you went upstairs? Because that sort of... it's quite high in iron, isn't it? It could
you're quite right. You're quite right. You're absolutely right. I couldn't wait. I wolfed it down. There's a couple of Brussels sprouts left over for Sunday's roast.
That's filthy.
Wolfed it down. Of course, that will happen. Any pressure on the abdomen will cause you to blow off, and that's what happened, and it was disgusting. However, when you've been with someone for many, many years, that sort of thing don't matter. We're very much in love. So... I love the Margaret, even when she does a gum. I love the Margaret. I married her many years ago. She said, "Won't you marry me?" And luckily, I married my best friend. Margaret was furious. She thought I was going to marry her instead of my best friend. But why did I do it? I don't know. We got a lovely marital bliss. And occasionally we go on the... I love my... Well, night, friends. Night.
Good night, Barry.
Night, Joe. Night, Barry. Night, darling.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Let's go to Jonathan. Good evening, Jonathan.
Evening, Ian.
Good evening, Jonathan. What have you got for us now? More outrage in the world of Japanese wrestling?
Well, Have you heard anything?
I've heard nothing. I've heard nothing. And as you know, my ear is pretty close to that Japanese grapevine. Or grapevine.
I saw an interesting YouTube video a couple of weeks ago.
I bet you did.
Yeah, it's a guy I know testing out his new sword on a watermelon.
Wowzers. I bet that chopped that watermelon in half.
Oh, he did more than that.
Oh, in quarters?
Yeah.
Wow, he cut a watermelon into quarters. Wow.
But not eighths, that would be excessive.
No, that would be unnecessary.
With his giant sword.
Ooh. Jonathan, please. You got to love the old, big old samurai sword, is it, JJ? One of those big old samurai swords?
No, not quite. I think it's medieval.
Medieval swords.
They're heavy, those fellas.
Medieval swords, very, very heavy. But you got the weight. If you got a really heavy medieval sword, that could chop a samurai sword in half.
It's two-hander, though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, exactly. It's a right bastard. I'm not swearing. That's actually what it's called. But they're heavy buggers. But if you got the angle of the dangle right, you could potentially chop a samurai sword in half. The samurai swords are very, very thin, very lightweight, but very, very sharp. If they strike first, they strike last.
Yeah. I've actually come up with a cunning plan for 2020.
For 2020? OK. This I'm slightly nervous about hearing, but let's go with it.
I think Alex Jones should run for president as a Democrat.
Oh.
Because even though he's right-wing, he should run as a Democrat, because I bet you now, if he ran as a Democrat, he would win the Democrat primaries, because everyone's heard of him, and everyone would vote for him, including people down south who are staunch Democrats and Obama supporters. They would all vote for Alex Jones. Wouldn't it be funny if Alex Jones ran as a Democrat with the same policies as Trump?
Why not?
And he won the Democratic primary.
He's going to explode.
And during the presidential debates, Trump and Jones are just agreeing with each other.
For a second, I thought you were going to come in your pants. Well, that's a great idea. That would be awesome. But I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, I think he should run for president, Alex Jones, at some point. I think he'd be a great president.
Well, I wonder where Alex Jones can take it next. I mean, he must be making a fortune from the old what's it called? Not the 9 o'clock news. What does he do? Not Now News. What is it? Infowars.
Yeah. And those special muscle pumping videos he does.
Super male vitality.
Yep. And the brain juice tablets that Prison Planet. Oh, Prison Planet.
Force.
Brain Force. Have you had any of the Brain Force?
No, not yet.
Prison Planet has one every time before he does one of his stupid, childish, obnoxious video rants.
Explains a lot.
Does explain a lot.
But he and I hate to say it, David Icke, they have been sort of proven right. They were the prophets in the wilderness, and they've been proven right. And
well, in what respect? David Icke's got a few things right. Of course he has. He talked about Savile long before anyone else was talking publicly about Savile. He also predicted Brexit, I think.
Yeah, well, Jones was exposing paedophile gangs back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, but in a pizza restaurant, wasn't he?
No, I'm talking about Bohemian Grove.
Was Bohemian Grove full of paedophiles?
Yeah, they had these mock child sacrifice ceremonies.
No, oh God, no, he did. You know that John Ronson was there with him when he went into Bohemian Grove.
And that's not what happened.
And that's not what happened at all.
Well, I only have your word for that.
Well, no, go and read John Ronson's articles and go and watch the short film that John Ronson made, where you can see Alex Jones saying something completely different to the story it became 6 months, a year, 6 years down the line.
Well, I'll look into that.
You should do.
Surprised you haven't already.
It's almost as if you want to hear one-sided, biased nonsense.
You make me sound like a leftist.
Thank you very much indeed, Jonathan. I don't. You make you sound like a racist. David's on the line. Good evening, David. Oh, what are you doing? What were you doing during that phone call? We've come to him. He's all breathless.
I was laughing at what you were saying to Jonathan. You caught me by surprise.
There you go. You see, these things happen. What you got for us, David?
I was actually calling in to talk about something quite serious. So I think I'm going to.
Suleiman's going to be unhappy, but for two reasons.
I think I'm about to annoy Suleiman.
Well, for two reasons he's going to be unhappy. One, because I just blocked him, and two, because you're going to talk serious stuff. He gets tweeted again. Oh, Barry's on. It'll be funny. I bet I'll make the most of this before it gets to that boring mental health chat. Blocked.
Oh well, yeah, that's the thing. I also started listening to Barry talk about his cheesy leek bake, and now I'm about to say something serious.
Good. That's what we listen. Listen. I love that. I call them clunky gear changes, and it is what life is. It's what conversation is. It goes from one extreme to the other, and then there's nothing wrong with it. So you carry on, David.
Yeah. So I was calling because a couple of days ago on the show I heard a young guy talking to you about getting into radio.
Oh yeah, that was. Hang on a second, Zach. Was that you? Zach?
Yeah, that was me.
Zach's fallen down a hole. Zach, can you come out of the hole?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, could you come off speakerphone?
Okay, yeah.
There we go. That was the clip. Yeah. Yes, David, you're talking about Zach.
Yeah, well, I heard him talking about it, and it sort of reminded me of myself. I mean, I'm probably a bit older than Zach.
Yes.
And I'm going to segue into mental health here as well.
Yeah, go on.
So last year I can have what can only be described as a breakdown. Basically, yeah, which is fun. And so, yeah, I was off work for pretty much the whole year with a condition which you don't hear people talking often about called depersonalization disorder. I don't know if you've heard about it, Iain.
I don't know what that is. Go on.
So basically it's an anxiety-related condition where you've been basically so anxious that your brain basically shuts down and makes everything appear unreal, makes you think that you're not in the real world. Basically makes you see everything like it's a movie, I think is the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's something I've experienced before, but it sort of knocked me to 10 last year.
Yeah.
So I sort of started to recover by starting podcasting, basically.
Okay.
Which is, at the time, was quite almost a feat for me because it was basically hard to leave the house even.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm not looking for advice like Zach was, basically, but, I mean, I know you've had your problems with mental health yourself.
Yes.
And, like, for me, it's very hard to sort of get motivated almost to, like, do the applications and put myself out there to sort of do radio work, which is what I'm really looking into doing now. So yeah, any advice basically?
I haven't got any advice. This is the thing. I struggle with giving advice, but I get what you identify with the lack of motivation, and why should I even bother? There's no point in me bothering. And God, I can't do it. Even if you do. The easiest thing, the thing I found that helps me is to break it all down. I work well if I have a list. If I have a to-do list, I find the simple act of striking things off of the to-do list helps me feel better. And I'll do a to-do list. If I'm feeling if I put like 5 things down that I want to achieve in that day, and they will be a mix of like really easy stuff, like go out and buy a pint of milk. I say easy, it may not be easy for you, but like stuff that is achievable, like go out and buy a pint of milk, or get up and brush my teeth, or tidy my room, or something. And then stuff that's a little bit harder. So number 1 will be go and get a pint of milk. Number 2 will be make the bed, maybe change the sheets. Number 3 will be write 2 application letters to a place, and then and kind of mix and match like that. That's how. And then once you tick 1 or 2 of them off, you start, and the feeling at the end of the day when you tick the 5 of them off, it's incredible.
I mean, luckily I'm at the stage now where I can go outside and actually
live a life. I mean, a lot of the time is a lot of turmoil for me, and people wouldn't really. To look at me, you wouldn't know I was having problems.
Yeah, of course.
That is like with a lot of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to say, but yeah, podcasting was sort of the thing. But I mean, I wouldn't go as drastically as say save my life.
No.
But it's something that I've had a focus on as such, and so it's helped me move forward. You know, it's been a distraction at times.
Being creative works for me, and I find if I throw myself into creative endeavours, it helps me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely. And they always say that people with creative minds are the kind that suffer these mental health issues.
Maybe. I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that said, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people I've met who have suffered the same similar things have been in sort of similar situations to me. So, yeah, I mean, I've always been a professional entertainer, but it was like never quite what I wanted to do. Like, I needed to focus.
Yeah.
I'm treating you like therapy now.
Hey, good. It's good. You'll get a £65 bill, and that bell means it's our session's coming to an end. David, hang in there, man, and let us know how things go, and get a new phone.
Oh, is it that bad? Sorry.
Yeah, it's a little bit bad, but it's all right. We've got you in there.
It's probably because you're plugged into my headphones.
That will be it.
My call, Iain.
Thanks, mate. Take care. Zach, stay there. We'll come to you after this.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Righty-ho, Zach, what you got for us?
Well, I thought I had to call in after today's been such a weird and...
Hang on. Are you still on speakerphone?
Yeah.
Get off speakerphone, boy! What is wrong with you millennials who can't talk into a telephone properly?
Is this better?
Yes, much. It doesn't sound like you're down the toilet.
Yeah, speakerphone don't work.
Yeah, I thought I'd call in as it's been such a, weird and just, unexplainable...
What has happened?
Today.
Tell me what has happened. Come on.
Well, last night, I listened to the whole radio, and it was, okay. It was really, really good.
Yes.
But today, it's just been so much better. And, when you let them two guys talk, who were on the phone, it was just, amazing.
What, Barry and Dave? Barry and Kadir?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't listen to it. I nipped out for a quick wee when that was on. Was it good?
Yeah, it was just so funny, and this is the best radio station because it actually makes radio fun and not just in a programmed robot system way.
But the world, what is it? The world needs more silliness, and we are happy to provide that silliness. Zach, anything is possible. Dreams can come true, etc., etc., etc. Although I'm tired. I'm really tired. It's just kind of hit me that this has been a really long old week, and I haven't got to get up in 4.5 hours time, and I can sleep, baby, sleep. I'm looking forward to that.
Well, I'm going back to school on Monday, so I have to get used to getting up at really early now because I've been sleeping till 12 or 10.
Yes.
Then I have to get up at 7 or 6 to school, so yeah.
Those early school mornings when it's cold and grey and dark, and they're the January school mornings are the worst.
My poor little 9-year-old this morning.
Yeah.
She's so slight and tiny, and she started walking to school by herself. Well, she walks with another little friend, but she leaves before everyone else in the house. And I did feel sorry for her this morning because it was just such an awful grey, windy morning.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. Oh, it's all right going to school on a January morning. Oh, I can't think of anything more miserable. Horrendous. So good luck with that, Zach.
Yeah, and this year I started a new venture because I started a brand new school and then I go to a boarding school, which is an hour and a half away from me. Yeah. So it's quite far away from my family and everything. So it's quite challenging.
So are you a boarder?
Yeah.
How are you finding that?
Mixed.
Yeah.
You miss your family, but then it also is kind of a nice place, and you can learn so much more.
And are you there? Are you there for the full term, or do you go home at weekends?
No, I go home on weekends, so from just Monday to Friday.
And whose decision was it for you to go to a boarding school?
Well, we looked at schools, and all the schools in my area are a bit naff. So I thought, well, we might as well look further on because there might be better schools. So I found the school, and I went to it for the first ever time, and it was just like instant click. Because we went to because the school has the radio room, and I didn't really explain it very well, but there's 2 rooms. You have your live studio, and you have your classroom, because there's lessons every single week for classes for it.
Yeah.
And it's really, really good. The live studio, I do a live show 2 times a week.
Yeah.
The lunchtime, it's called my Zach Lunchtime Takeover.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun. It's really professional as well, because we have our mics and we talk for ages, and
Don't be too professional. That's one thing I've tried to avoid my entire career is professionalism.
Yeah, you can be too slick.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's so nice to actually have that opportunity in school.
It is.
Because it just gets you into it. So, like, beginning September, I wasn't interested in radio. I had never, actually ever done presenting or anything. Yeah. And I got into that room, started, and, it got me like that. I was just
amazing.
really quick.
There's schools with radio stations and stuff in it. Yeah, I wouldn't have taken it.
And we do have, a decent following. We have, over 1,000 viewers a day, because it's broadcasted on the app.
Yeah.
On the website and in the college.
That's more than some of the shows on this station.
2,000 people. So we have variety one. There's a really cool one lately because it's an infant school.
Right.
And they got all the kids, and it's so cute because they're really, really young.
Yeah.
And they all they got told to say they have to they sing and stuff, which is really nice. They sing nursery songs.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
Which is really nice for the parents of the kids and everything.
Well, it sounds a gas, Zach. Make the most of it. So, if you're at boarding school, will you be allowed to listen to us?
Well, we go to bed at 9, but I just can put my headphones on or something.
There you go. This is what we like. Sneaky,
It's not like Annie. You're not all sleeping in one room, are you?
No, I have my own room. I'm a spare bed.
But I'm asking, is he allowed to listen to us? He's basically said no, he's not allowed to listen to us, but he'll listen anyway.
Well, they have to be in bed, but he can listen.
Yeah, but he's not allowed to. It'll be a sneaky headphone jobby.
Best kind.
It's the best kind of listens. Zach,
well,
listen.
I've been getting used to listening to the show this whole week, so to get off it'd be hard not to.
Download the podcasts and you can listen to the whole show on the website.
I did my own podcast today from my YouTube channel.
There you go.
My first ever one.
How'd that go?
Really, really good. I like it because it's just podcasts are open. You can say in anything.
Yeah. Just bear in mind. Your generation now has a permanent record. We never had one. You've got a permanent record. Everything you put out there, just make sure that you'd be happy to play it to the head of the BBC or the head of ITV or the head of Radio 1 because they might hear it one day.
Yeah, remember Jack Maynard.
Yeah, remember Jack Maynard, man. I'm just, would you be happy for...
I was really rooting for him in the jungle, and then he just just went.
He went
within days.
He did something a bit naughty, I think. Zach, listen, thank you very much, mate.
Thanks.
Ta-ta. Let's try Jamie. Hello, Jamie.
You all right?
Hello, Jamie.
How's it going?
It's good. I'm tired, man. I'm flagging now. The last 10 minutes, it's hit me. Only another 20 minutes to go, guys, and we're going to make them bloody good 20 minutes.
Starting with Jamie.
Jamie.
I don't think I'll be helping.
Oh, mate, come on. I've got a lot riding on this.
No. I tell you what. It's the first time I've actually spoke to you. I listen to you. I haven't really spoke to you.
No.
So congratulations on a brilliant radio station.
Thank you. The whole radio station was my idea. It was my idea. And
really?
It was. It was my idea.
Was it actually your idea?
Yes. Well, I mean, technically, no.
But he'll take the credit for it.
I'm going to take the credit for the whole radio station, yes.
You're going to take the credit for the whole radio station?
I'm going to take the credit, Jamie, because someone better, and no one here is going to accept me.
Well, to be fair with you, it's absolutely brilliant, to be fair with you. I listen to it a lot.
Good.
So I don't get involved very much.
No.
But
when you do, it's dynamite.
No, I haven't. I haven't, but no. But listen. It's dynamite anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it just?
Yeah. Well, actually, I was gonna speak about technology and kids.
Oh.
I don't think it doesn't. Like kids and school and technology and
those are words, yes.
My daughter's come home, for instance.
Yes.
And I've got a couple of kids.
Yeah.
I'd say a couple.
Yeah.
A few. And
Hang on. Now, do you know how many you've got?
Enough.
Okay. He's got enough. He's got enough.
Enough.
We've all got enough.
Yeah. Enough. And I don't like the fact that they come home, say for instance with they go to school.
Yes.
And then they come home.
Yes. You don't like them when they come home
as well.
You'd rather they didn't come home. Send them to the boarding school like Zach.
No, I don't know that. No, I don't. I like my kids under my wing.
You sounded like you were.
I don't know about
you just sounded like you had a dentist in your mouth. Hello.
No, I don't like my kids coming home with like they go to school.
Yes, we know they go to school and then they come home. And so far we've got you don't like them coming home.
And they come home with
go on
homework themselves.
They've got homework. You don't like them coming home with homework.
No, I don't like them coming home with excessive.
No, I don't think you do.
Sorry. No,
right.
very.
Breathe.
I've gone.
Focus.
Sorry.
Yes. How old are some of your children?
I just generally don't like my children coming home.
Okay. Well, why don't you send them to a boarding school?
No, you get it wrong.
No, you...
I don't like them coming home with. They go to school.
Yes, they go to school. We know they go to school, and I'm guessing they go to school in the morning.
They go to school. They go to school all day.
Right.
Obviously, then they come home.
Yes. And you don't like them coming home.
No, I love them coming home. Of course, I love them coming home.
Okay. Does it get in the way of your drinking?
Sorry?
Does it get in the way of, like, having fun and drinking and partying and things?
Well, no.
Doesn't get in the way of that.
What do you mean?
So, do you like them coming home or not?
Yes, of course I like them coming home.
Then what are you saying? Yes.
I don't like the fact that they come home and they have, like, extra homework when they do come home.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by extra homework. Do you mean they get homework and then they get homework on top of the homework, or do you just mean the homework?
Well, they do. They come home.
Yes, we know that.
And
they go to school and then they come home.
They come home and they have paperwork. Which they have to fill in and obviously take back to school.
Yes.
But obviously, then they have...
What's this got to do with technology? Because you did say you were going to talk about technology.
I worry about children. I worry about my kids.
Doing homework?
Sorry?
You worry about your kids doing homework?
No. I worry about my kids...
Full stop?
Sorry?
Do you worry about your kids full stop?
Yeah.
You're a good dad. You're a good dad then. That's our job.
I don't want to be a funny person.
Sorry?
I don't think it's a funny world. Do you not think?
Say that again.
I don't want to be a funny person, but I think it's a funny world.
In what way do you think it's a small world, but in what way do you think it's a funny world?
Is it? I don't know. Do you not think it's... I worry about them. I don't want to buy them phones. I don't want to buy them, anything to do with internet or anything like that. Yeah, I worry about them, stuff like that. It's a very scary world. Do you not think?
No, I don't think it's a scary... If I thought it was a scary world, I wouldn't have had kids.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Well, if I thought it was a scary world, I wouldn't have had kids. I wouldn't want to bring kids in. I think it's all right. I think it's an all right world.
You think it's an all right world?
I think it's an all right world.
Where are you from?
I'm from planet Earth, Jamie. Whereabouts are you living these days?
I'm actually in a nice area, to be fair with you, but I worry about...
But yeah, you don't like your kids having homework.
I worry about my kids. I worry about my kids full stop.
Well, if you're worried about their full stops, then you should let them do their homework.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for calling, Jamie.
Thank you.
Gosh.
Uncut after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
That's a big old yawn. I like yawns that make you cry. I do. I love them. It's just so... I like yawns that make you cry when you're on the sofa at home. Because then you can think, oh,
Close my eyes.
I could go upstairs. Or I could have a cheeky 45 minutes down here.
Yeah.
Wake up a bit cold. And then go upstairs to bed.
Do you know what I did the other day? Height of luxury. Now the kids have gone back to school, I can slob about as much as I want during the day.
Yeah.
Went upstairs, got my duvet off the bed. Oh. A sofa with a duvet.
Yeah,
like I was
Jeremy
off sick.
Kyle and stuff, yeah.
Like I was a kid off sick.
No. It's the way to live. It's the way to live.
Oh, it's proper toasty.
Evening, Andrew.
Hello, sir. I'm yawning already, and it's only 5 in the afternoon here.
It's what? 5 in the afternoon? Where the hell are you?
Yeah. I'm in Vegas.
Oh.
Vegas, baby.
VLV. Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, there we go. I want to congratulate you on, of course, on The Jungle, which I know everyone has already.
Thank you.
Even more so than that, another postcard, your rendition on the lock-in on New Year's morning.
Wasn't that something special? That worked.
That was shivered right up my spine.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. I'd be great if you could forward the praise to the members of the Bare Naked Ladies.
In fact, he's in Vegas. You could become Legends of Vegas. You could be the Bare Naked Ladies.
Well, I'd have to be in Vegas.
I could do that.
No, Andrew. No, you can't. Me. Not whoa.
Right.
Who cares? As long as everyone's singing, I'm happy.
Well, I tell you what, they are coming to play here, and it's a mile from where I live. They're coming to play at Red Rock Casino in Vegas in June.
Well, you'd be nuts not to go. I love the Bare Naked Ladies.
I'd be there.
Yeah.
I was there in October, I think, October 15, when they're at,
wow.
I think they're at the O2.
Can we just stop for a second? Can we stop for a second? Whoa, hang on a second. Back up. Yes. Rewind. How long you lived in America?
About the last 10 months.
Right. Well, you need to come back here, buddy.
October 15.
October 15?
Yeah, I saw them in London.
On what day? Give me the date again.
October 9th. I think it was just after you had...
Right, that's better. PCR. October the 9th. Yeah. You said October 15, not October the 15th. October 15. It should be...
Sorry.
You said, Andrew, I'm going to get angry now. You said October 15. Oh, you should have said October the 15th.
The problem is I'm being Americanised, and October 15 is like October 2015. You drop all unnecessary words here. So
hang on, were you talking about...
Explanation.
Yeah,
were you talking about the year 2015?
I was, yeah.
Oh, mate, this is worse than I thought.
What order are you writing your numerical dates in these days? I bet you go month first, right?
Backwards.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew, you need to start you need to start calling us more regularly, buddy, because we need to keep Britain alive.
Intervention.
Yes.
I try, but I'm always at work. I saw them then, and I saw them last year, and I saw them here in Vegas last year, and they're back.
So you saw them. You saw them October 15, October 17, and you're hoping to see them in August 18.
June 18.
Oh.
And they'll be awesome.
They'll be rad. They'll be bitching.
That'd be good. Although the playlist they do here, the set they do here, isn't as good, I found, as the one they do in England. They seem to tailor it for the American market.
Oh, well, also, when they play...
all the hits that we love.
Are they playing in a casino?
Yeah, they're playing outside, so...
Because casino gigs are always shorter than proper gigs.
Last year they had the two warm-ups. I can't remember who it was now. They had two warm-ups, then they came on. It was proper gig. It was an outdoor gig, not a casino one. And this year it's all set around swimming pools and so on outside a casino. So it looks...
Now, I'm going to say something, and I consider myself friends with various members of the Bare Naked Ladies. I'm going to say something to you, Andrew, that I could never say to them. When are they going to make peace and invite Stephen back into the band? I've said it.
Oh, I know.
I've said it.
I know.
And I love both of them, and I would never, ever mention it to either side, but come on, guys, please.
I know. I don't know the history. I don't know what happened there. But
I don't know.
I've only recently got into them since...
I know there's beef.
Yeah.
There's beef.
It was only since you had them on 3CR that I got into them, and then I've just never looked back. Absolutely love them.
But here's the thing, right? Why has someone sent me a video of a woman sucking on a banana? I don't want to see that. Here's the thing. I read lots of books about bands, right? I know how bands work. Every band gets back together at some point. The Beatles did it. Oasis are going to do it.
Take That, done it.
The Buffalo Springfield did it, guys. If the Buffalo Springfield can get back together, BNL can reunite with Stephen Page, it can happen.
Oh, yeah, I think they should. It would be absolutely incredible. Just one, I think, on your... Sorry, change subject completely. Yeah. On the Jungle, when you did the karaoke, which was pretty impressive, when you went back into the video room afterwards, I remember you did this thing... you said the Verinda, if I had a trumpet. I'd blow my own trumpet, but I haven't got one.
Did they keep that in?
Yes, they did. People loved
that.
They
kept it, yeah. I couldn't help. That was kind of a little wink to the listeners that would understand that. And also, when you're running around the jungle looking for the hidden ice creams, yelling out "Chalk Ice."
Chalk Ice!
Thought,
we used to have a caller that used to phone up LBC, and I think there's someone who's fun go, "Chalk Ice." And so I did put in a few little references. I had the Nicky Knowles album, the trumpet, Chalk Ice. There were a few others that I said. I'm glad they got in there.
Oh, yeah. They were in. I listened to you since 2006, since LBC, so yeah, I followed you. I've got the references.
You wait. We're only just warming up. Seriously, this stuff is about to get good. Andrew, I'm going to let you go because I want to go to Jerry one more time. Okay, mate. Thanks for calling.
Take it easy.
Ta-ta. Take it easy. God, we got to work on that guy. Jerry.
Hello,
Jerry. He sounds like little Frank, doesn't he? Let me have this box. No, little Frank, I won't.
Thanks, little Frank.
Jerry, you've got a minute.
A minute.
A minute to win it. You've got a minute, and if your call is good enough, you're going to win £1 million, and we've got the cure for Parkinson's. But if the minute isn't good enough, we're going to burn that £1 million, and we're going to crush that test tube.
I had to get there early.
Don't think you're going to win that money or that cure.
I can do anything but you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jerry. That's the £1 million has been burnt, but you can still win that cure.
And she opened the door. She stood there laughing.
Yeah, I'm afraid I've just chucked that test tube of cure out of the window, Jerry. Have a lovely weekend, mate. We'll speak next week.
Bye-bye.
Up your bum. That is it, guys. That is your lot. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Periscopers. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, everyone who's took part in this rather spectacular week of shows, it's got to be said. Back on Monday at 10 o'clock. I'm on GNTV on Monday morning. We'll be back here on Talk Radio on Monday evening and all the next week. And don't forget to download the podcasts. Until then, from all of us, have a lovely weekend. Ta-ta!